Hello, everybody, and
Hi.
welcome.
Are we on?
We are on. We are live.
And it's Tuesday.
That's right.
Already.
And
yesterday was Monday.
That's right.
Already. Hello. It's Tuesday. Tech Talk. Today, live with Puša Studios.
How are you guys doing today? It's awesome to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Always love Tuesday Tech Talk. This is probably my favorite night of the week. It really is. We get to just kind of chill out, talk, learn together, enjoy each other's company. It's the perfect mood. And tomorrow's Wednesday, Polly. See, Polly's on the ball. You cannot pull one over
Awesome.
Polly.
But you know what? If you are on the other side of the world, then
Oh
actually
my God.
tomorrow is going to be Thursday.
Oh, well, and it begins.
I wanted to be inclusive. We have some viewers from Australia,
Yes.
New Zealand,
That's right.
from Korea.
I know that's one of your favorite topics. You really love that one. So that's
Well, yeah,
right. Yep.
you know, I don't want to exclude anybody like that. So that would be just fair, I think.
There you go, folks. You see where you're learning things here today. Get your notepad out because she's spilling some truth.
I am.
Oh, Miss Budget would like to ask Amnesia, what's your favorite part of Latvia and Canada? Just needs some ideas for her drawing.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. My goodness. Well, my favorite part of Latvia is the Baltic Sea with white sand, and I could watch the sunset there, and of course food. And my favorite part of Canada is the vast nature across the board and very friendly people.
Yeah.
Now,
Good answer.
include that in a picture.
Did the baby have a good day at school? Yes, she did. Yes, she come off. She always is smiling. I wish I could smile like that as much. Yeah, she's always in a good mood. So it always kind of puts me in a good mood, I guess. It's contagious, so, and a good kind of contagious. Look at all you awesome channels in here, guys. It is great to see you. We're going to do our roll call, everything you can put down late. But first, we have a little matter at hand here we have to tend to.
We do.
And that's JNC Fishing Channel.
That's true.
JNC Fishing Channel is only 4 away from 1K, guys. And we usually don't do this on Tech Talk Tuesday unless somebody's really close.
Yeah, and today I noticed,
Yes.
wandering around the different videos and comments, I noticed that, he's just a couple away. We need to do something about it.
That's right.
So that's right, guys. If you haven't supported JNC Fishing Channel, he's a frequent viewer of ours.
Yes. And with 4 away, guys, I don't think we would slow down the show too much time for tonight if we were to get him to hit 1K here. What do you guys think? Good afternoon. I'm going to show you guys out in just a second. There's so many awesome channels in here. I want to say each and every one of you. Jerry, no problem. It's always great to have you here. I know we keep missing each other. I'm just as bad as it too, but I love having you here when you can, and I love what you do, my friend.
So this
There
is
we go, 1,000.
the time. That's right. That is awesome.
Guys, like our buddy Dave does at Green Bay Wacky, flood it, guys. Flood it.
Yeah, I just
Make
posted
those
the link
emojis.
once, guys. You are so amazing.
Wow, that was fast.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was nice to see. I really love that. What a great way to start off, guys. So yeah, flood the chat. Flood the chat with emojis.
Awesome. Yes, and give a big thumbs up to Puša Stream. Thank you so much.
You're allowed to have a big head, Polly. Don't worry about it. We don't mind giving you one.
Thank you guys so much for supporting the fellow creator.
Yeah.
This is always awesome to see. You guys are amazing and still on top.
Yeah,
There you
1,005.
There you go.
Paying taxes
That is
and everything.
amazing.
How cool was that?
That is amazing.
That was really cool.
Awesome, guys.
That
Well, that's a great beginning to Tech Talk Tuesday. You know.
Wow, you guys are like you are the superheroes, guys. You really are. That was nuts. I can't believe how fast that went through.
Yeah, like I just posted it only once, you know, and it already was there. So that's crazy.
How cool is that? And they're well deserved. They're such an awesome couple. Such really, really great people. As all of you. As all of you. Yeah, they're not even here yet. They're not here.
No,
so, yeah,
but that's okay. They
that's
come
right.
here all the time, and
That's
then we
right.
wanted to. Sometimes it's good to have surprises, right?
Budget Outdoors, you went live again last night. That's awesome. Getting the
Aha,
bug. Getting the bug.
Yeah, you caught the bug.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. It gets addictive once you start doing it. I think it's part of addiction.
The link of our choice of music for season 2 provided by Music by MU Free Music is the
Oh, okay.
spoken.
I will check that out. Thank you so much
yes.
for pointing that out. I will check that out. We also post the link of MU Music every so often in the chat as well. But thank you for pointing it out. That's great.
And Weekend Warrior says they just did their first collab with them. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Good stuff. That'll be really interesting. Looking forward to that. That is really cool. Guys, so many awesome people in here. Yeah, that's really cool on seeing that. What a great way to start that off. I just can't believe how fast you guys pulled that one off.
Yeah, I barely got to breathe,
Guys, that's just the beginning of what I'm hoping is going to be an absolutely amazing evening. Lots to talk about tech. But remember, this is from the basic question. There's nothing too small here. I hope you guys have your questions ready. We always say we never have all the answers, but together, as a co-op, all of us together, we can figure a lot of things out. That's what's so cool about this. Really looking forward to just kind of hanging out with you guys. Like I say, it's a fun night, a little more chill, a little more just kind of shooting the breeze with each other, talking shop. All things YouTube, shooting video, photography, tags, plugins, anything. Sky's the limit.
And like we say, you and I have questions, you and I have answers. We are no experts here. We're just sharing what we know so far, what have worked for us. We always find that transparency is a great way to connect with people. We share what we know, and you can apply or not to your channel or to what you are doing. But we are also eager to know what you have learned, and if there are some tricks or tips that you can share in the chat as well. So it's not just us talking. Please be welcome to put in a chat whatever you have learned so far, what have worked for you. If there's a question, you're welcome to answer it in the chat as well.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to scroll back now to see. There was... yeah, I see like Nature Nerd Outdoors is doing very well. That's awesome. There was somebody else that said they're 29 away from like 1K. Let us know like when you're in the 10,
Or tell me who is it, and I'll keep an eye on you, because it slipped my eye too.
I missed it. You were saying something, they went by and I can't find them now. I don't know where. So yeah, please just mention it again. That's not spamming. We asked for it. So I've learned how to film on 4 different cams at the same time while out in the backwoods, the Huntsman says. That is awesome. Guys, I love when you're pushing it like that. Always keep pushing your craft. It's like anything else in life. That's the only way to get there, is to always keep challenging yourself. That's really awesome. Ghost Mafia is 48 away from 2K. You're getting there, my man. You are getting there. Close. We've been frozen at 38.43. I swear to God, that's why people are coming in saying, oh, I lost 5 subs. I lost 10 subs. We've gained 15. We lose. We're literally been inching our way up from... we went fast to 3,800, and after that, we're like right down to a dead crawl. So don't get disappointed. That's how it goes. It hits everybody. Has these stories like that. Well,
like I always say, we always say, oh, that person has more numbers, or thousands. What, they don't need support, But we all, no matter at what point of the follower count we are, we all want to grow. It doesn't matter if we're a couple hundred, couple thousand, a couple tens of thousands of millions. You still want to grow.
Yep.
So we're all in the same boat anyway. And at the end of it all, it's not really the sub count that matters. It matters that your creations get watched and searched and found for, and that's what Tuesday Tech Talk is about, is how to get your channel seen, how to improve your content, how to be searchable and discoverable on YouTube, because for smaller channels like we all are here, because even with a couple thousands, we're still smaller channels, that's how you grow, is by discovery and search on YouTube.
Nero has a good point. I love this. I learned to treat and work on every video 100%, leave no stone unturned. tags, thumbnails, and scenes. Share it, whatever I can do.
Perfect.
Exactly. 100%. There's the people of the hour, JNC Fishing Channel.
Yay.
Hey, how are you? Guys, let's give one more round of emojis. We got them in here. Let's celebrate them while they're in here. We got lots of time to go. Let's take a moment to celebrate their accomplishments. Wow, DITL 10 away from 2050. Wow.
Good job.
Keep
Yes.
it up.
Well, congratulations,
Yeah.
JS Fishing. It's I just tweeted at him, so
Yeah. Oh, okay.
we wanted a little surprise for you today.
Nature Nerd Outdoors. I learned how to record. Well, that's excellent. That's excellent.
Awesome.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Do you have any good editing software for people who don't show their face?
Well, it doesn't really matter
No.
what you have
Yeah.
in your video. You know, you can use any editing software for anything. What the object is, you can show your pinky toe if you would like to.
That's right.
You know, it doesn't really matter in that point. It matters how complicated you want it to have or how familiar you are with editing prior to now.
Yes, most definitely.
What are you using?
Myself?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know yet?
No. I never really cared to look at what you're doing. You know, I never thought about it, never questioned. Like, no. So just the first time question.
No, I use Adobe Premiere for everything, but I've been using that since 2000. Well, actually, even a bit earlier, the late 90s. And there's so many options today that weren't around back then, and you do not need a Ferrari to go get milk. It's not important. The important part is your final product. If you get it across to people with the right story and looks its best that you can get it, then you're ahead of the game. It really is. I always recommend by Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve. They have a free version that's extremely powerful. Like, it's unbelievable they're giving that away. It's a really, really great program. And of course, it's free. There is a paid version, which is $1,000. There's also people using Vegas and all these different programs, and they're creating some great content. Just make sure your content looks the way you want to have it. Andrew, sorry I'm late. I'm making a 70s movie, Larry. Oh, jeez, Larry Johnson. I fell right into that one, and I love it. I love it. Any certain genre of 70s film, for chance?
I must say also, it doesn't really matter if you have a computer or a phone nowadays. Phones are so powerful. And there are numerous channels even now in the chat that are using just phones for their editing. For example, Budget Survival and Outdoors that are in the chat right now, they're fully using just their phones for all of their videos. You can go and check them out. And there are numerous apps for iOS, for Android, created right for you to edit easy. The new Adobe Rush is going to be out really soon. Brian Vlasic, one of our viewers, had done a really nice review of it if you want to check that out. I'm using an app on Android called Vlogit, which is basically a son or a daughter of Filmora. And I like it because it's really easy on the phone, and it doesn't have bells and whistles, but it's really easy for a short type of video. But there are plenty off to choose. So just because you don't have a fancy computer, you don't need it. You can do your editing on the phone as well.
At the risk of being unpopular, I'm going to say one thing that I want to say for a long time, and I want to say this the right way because we have really good creators in here tonight. I know you guys will get this. Please just remember something, that you can do anything on a phone, on a computer. You can do it with a $100 camera or a $10,000 camera. You can make very good content. Just make sure you make good content, because some people I've seen in the past, and I'm not seeing them here tonight, and they'll say like, well, yeah, I'm on YouTube and I got my phone and I'm going to get a couple million subscribers and get rich. If you have any plans, and I don't like this thinking I'm going to have 2 million subscribers. Let's just think I want to make a decent channel with a good turnaround of people. You got to put work into it. Look at your work and say, is this what I want to be kind of remembered as? You will always get better, and that's okay. But sitting there holding yourself in the dark room with a cell phone on, you can barely see you, or bad choppy editing way off just in the middle. You got to think where you want to go with this on YouTube. And it doesn't mean you need to become the ultimate cinematographer. Stories are everything. They really are. I hope this is coming across, because I'm not doing this to bash anybody whatsoever in any shape or form. I'm saying take the time to really look at what you're doing, see where you want to go with it, and see if this is the vehicle that's going to get you there, or you have to start watching what other people are doing, not emulating them, but use them as kind of a gauge of where you should be. Because YouTube is great because it's free. Everybody has a voice, and I love that. I love that it's this open right to come on here and do exactly what you want. But if your want is to be a certain thing, make sure you're doing what it takes to get you there. So I hope that's coming. Like, am I saying that right? Because like I say, I don't want to be offensive, but in any shape or form.
And I do agree and disagree. I think that you can make crappy content on the best computer and photo equipment or video you have. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Okay. And you can make the best content on the phone. And I agree to what you're saying, that it doesn't really matter what you're having. In a way, it matters to know how to use what you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Then what's the part you disagree with? And I'm lost.
It's just from a bit different perspective. I was looking at it.
No, I just, that's it. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. Just keep upping your craft. Keep watching, keep learning, keep getting inspired by stuff. Always push yourself that little bit further. Keep growing with it. You want to get better. If any hobby you have, or any trade, or any classes you take in anything, that's the whole point, is to elevate yourself continuously. And it doesn't have to be by gigantic leaps. And you can. I always bring up Art of Morbid, who does these unbelievable vlogs. With an HD camera they bought for $100 and some on Amazon. Thing sits in his hand. He actually does vlogs like this. Everybody thinks he's blocking the sun, but he's actually vlogging. And you can do it with that. So there's sometimes you're going to be told, like, you're going to get pushed, especially the big ones. Well, I'm shooting with the new GH5 and blah, 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 blah. Well, they're making a lot of money on here, and they get a lot of sponsorship for here. You do not need all that stuff. It's the same as when I used to play guitar when I was younger. I watched every 80s band playing stuff that was worth 10 times, what I could ever afford. And we were kind of tricked into thinking, well, you needed that to do it. You don't. But at the same time, too, just make sure, because you're the one supervising your content, make sure it is where it is you want to go. If you want to just have fun and talk to everybody and turn on a camera and sit out in the porch and talk to them, there's nothing wrong with that. But no, that's what you were doing it for. If you want to be more cinematography, more vlog intensive and stuff like that, that might not cut it. You might have to get out more. You might have to take multiple shots, so when you go back to edit, you have the ones you can pick from and find the one that's the least shaky, or you have the less interference from the clouds passing over to the sun, so it's a more even shot. Little things like that, the nuances of it, the little parts are key. That's very important to remember.
Yeah, I think watching other people's contents is definitely inspirational, motivational, but also, most of all, a good way of learning of how to do things. It's when you watch the content, don't watch only what it is about, but how it is done as well. Right. No matter what your videos are about, there's always something you can take from it. Like Andrew said, a new angle, a new way of transitioning something or opening, or there's so many things that you can learn just by watching the content. Because we do watch a lot of it, try to look at it from the educational point of view, and see what you can take for your own channel.
For instance, my type of shooting, I like peekaboo shots, I always call them. If I'm shooting anything, if you look at my videos, you'll see a lot of times. For instance, today we were watching videos with everybody, which was so much fun. I've never done that before. I learn from others, but don't copy. I put my own spin on it. Exactly, right. Steve O.D., 100%. And instead of just the trucking one that I shot, instead of just standing there on the side of the road filming the trucks pass, which is trucks passing, you can't get any more straight off than that, I like to lay down in the grass and lift the camera out of the weeds that were there. Even though they didn't go all the way to the top of the ditch, I went down purposely to get them. The reeds were all there. It builds that suspense. Just little things like that, lifting up out of the grass. It builds anticipation for the viewer. It sets the scene. I like taking stuff where there's trees around. I always like branches, not one strung branch sitting out in front of your shot. But say there's 2 trees. I like catching them from different areas and having them kind of come in. It builds intensity for the scene. It makes people more curious. We all like that. There's a little bit of voyeur in every one of us. Those are the kind of things, they're small. I could have just walked 10 feet ahead past the trees and got a clear, open shot of everything. But that's a lot of times I think Xenia would say the same thing too. As a photographer, I've seen her like lay in water.
Yeah.
All these things. I had her one time, I was terrified having to watch traffic on a road as she did a photo shoot, laying on her stomach on a road with hills onto it.
Yeah, please be careful when you do that, and don't be in danger.
Have a spotter, please.
And don't ever, ever go on a railroad to take a picture.
Yeah, we
Just
all.
FYI.
Our first video, the wedding, Hank and Joe's wedding, we were doing the photo shoot part, and we were on these tracks that are almost never used. Almost, because when we did it, we didn't realize the train was coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like, and I never have done any railway pictures before, and never have done any after. They really, really wanted it. So, you know, friends, not only wedding couple, but also friends. So, okay, let's do it. But that's exactly why I didn't want to do, because you never know. So please don't do it, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
I knew Sparky 107 would say exactly, be safe, stay off the tracks. That's right.
Yes, please do. Please do.
That is true.
Yeah, while we guys are talking, I'm putting some links in the chat, so follow up with that. I put a link for DaVinci Resolve video editing, free link. You just got to scroll all the way down to that page that the link is for. And there you can download it for your Mac or for your Windows. And also, you guys were talking about learning in the chat. I put the link for free online classes for Creative Live. And why exactly that? Because actually, I learned almost everything, the base of my photography right there. The first, when I realized I want to do something more serious with photography, I went into workshops and boot camps, but I didn't want to pay for them, right? Because I wasn't quite sure if it's what I want to do. I don't want to invest something that I wasn't sure of. So I found Creative Live, and there you can sign up for classes that are created by professionals, professional video editors, professional photographers, professional storytellers. There's a whole different area up there.
Oh, living life,
Coffee
Illinois.
time. Thank you so much.
How are you? Thank you so much.
Living Life, Illinois.
Thank you, iPick. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so Creative Live, it's free, and sometimes they have amazing boot camps that is for a week or for 30 days. You can actually create content and give it to the professional to review it. It's all different kind of things you can sign up for. Definitely check that out, Creative Live. If you want to learn something like actually step by step and from different professional people out there, check it out. Creative Live, it definitely helped me building my photography skills, and there's plenty of things on video editing and storytelling as well. So go ahead and you can check it out, and it's completely free. Same as DaVinci Resolve. Hi, Ken Mike. I didn't receive your email. Maybe it got lost somewhere. When did you send it?
Yeah, I'm just checking now. I don't see it.
Hi, Ken Deep. Yeah, I'm not sure because I checked today again and I didn't see there anything. But
sorry about that.
Maybe try and send it again during the live stream so I can check it out when you do. Just tell us that you did.
It is so hot in here tonight. Oh my God. Dying. I sort of God.
What we all doing for Halloween? Well, we're going trick-or-treating with kids, and then after that we're doing a parent tax skim of the bags of treats. So that's our plan.
That's right. So I'm just beast out on chocolate.
Yeah, have a sugar rush. Maybe we'll come on at night completely
hey guys,
sugar rush.
Do a review.
Yeah, I always dress up for Halloween because I never had Halloween when we were growing up in Latvia. It's not a tradition, so I'm all excited every time it comes up. I dress up. I have this little witch hat that I use every year, and I always dress up. So it's gonna be fun. I'm in your chat and hope you're feeling good, my friends. Hope all is great. Droneman Productions, thank you.
Hey.
You were asking earlier, how are we feeling? Funny you're asking. Yeah, I have my flare up this week really badly. Everything freaking hurts. Excuse me. But that's okay. You guys are helping me get through it. It's always positive to see you guys, and it does definitely energizes and makes the day much better. Do dislikes or likes matter on a channel? It's Nature Beauty is asking. Andrew.
Sorry, I was
I'm sorry. Do they like? Well, you know what? I would say then it matters when the ratio of dislikes to likes is they are opposite, right? When you have more dislikes than likes, then it matters because obviously it shows that to the AI and to YouTube that people don't like your content. If it's a couple of dislikes, it doesn't matter really. It's all it does. It gives a little bit more reality feeling to the video, which is great. You also, they've still viewed some of your videos, which is great too. So don't worry about it unless it goes in reverse. And if there's more, I don't know, guys, if you can see us or hear us, please let us know. Matt Corrigan, hello.
Oh, there we're back. Okay.
Raising 7 Munchkins. I don't know if you got us, if we disappeared or not. Let us know, please, because our internet went out for a second, and I just want to make sure that you heard what I was answering to its Nature Beauty. Oh, okay, thanks. So you did hear it. Perfect.
Oh, okay, good.
Hi, Condeep. I have a video interview audition for a new TV show from the Discovery Channel.
What?
This takes place Thursday. I'm nervous. Do you have any advice or tips? Wow. Well, first of all,
yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Congratulations. That's amazing. No matter what the outcome is, it's amazing. It's fabulous. We're so happy for you.
I don't even know what to say.
Yes.
I am so beyond shocked. That is unbelievable.
That is so super fun, exciting. That is super fun. Wow. As for the tips on that one, well, we never had that experience, so I don't know from the personal experience.
Wow.
But from your, Andrew, experience as working in a big music company and promoting and getting these casting, so to say, from people or pitching their ideas, what you would suggest for people? How is the best to pitch their idea to sell it to the big company like that?
Just confidence and, just believe in what you're doing. I know it's all going to be cliche answers. It's stuff you already know. Just a reiteration to you on that. Know your stuff. Know that they know you will be a bit nervous. That's understandable. They're expecting that. So it's just take that breath, let the jitters get out of the way, and then from then just kind of throw it all at them. Show them what you can do. That's really awesome. I'm speechless. That is so awesome.
Yeah, guys, if you missed it, Hike and Deep. Hike and Deep is the one with the Discovery Channel. Congratulations. That's amazing, amazing. We're coming in blurry, so I don't know if you can check your settings, Andrew. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, I'll see.
We are like on 144 right now. I don't know why.
There
it popped for me, so hopefully it's changed for you too.
Yeah, that's what
Thank
it is.
you for letting us know.
When it reset itself, probably. Sorry about that.
Casting agent contacted me this morning, and I spoke with her on the phone. It's an outdoor survival show that takes place in the Ozarks. Wow,
that's amazing.
That's amazing.
In the Ozarks, that's very cool.
You know what I can tell you, but what have worked for me so far in everything really, and I think it applies to no matter what, is be you. Don't make up things. Don't pretend something you're not. They contacted you for a reason. Yep. They contacted because they liked what you're doing. So just be you. Don't be something else, because they're not looking for somebody else. They're looking for what they've seen before already.
If they wanted somebody else, they would have went with somebody else.
Exactly. So just be you, and good luck. And oh my God, let us know. Please let us know.
That's unreal.
This is
Hike and Deep is going to audition with Discovery Channel, guys. That is beyond amazing.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
Really cool.
So happy. I could just jump up and down now. That's so cool.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. And we're going to be pulling for you. Please, you got to keep in touch and stuff like that.
Definitely.
We are really proud of you. if we can say that. It's an honor to get to go and hear about this from you directly, how it goes. I'm sure you're going to do fantastic in it.
Living Life Illinois likes your t-shirt. I would assume it's your t-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Mine is a blouse, so I would assume it's your t-shirt.
There you go, guys. We're getting clothing tips now.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
There was a question 2 in 1. Animal Flasco was asking before, how do you recommend promoting yourself on Twitter? It seems a little bit complicated for the people, and also there's question Instagram or Twitter.
Maybe we'll hold that question. Let's just say hi to everybody first because it's already well in and haven't even had a chance to say hello to anybody here.
Okay, well, hold that question, Animal. I'm going to get back to it, so don't worry. I got it.
Thank you so much. We got Weekend Warrior Outdoors. Wonderful story. Trek Ladies Sea. I just missed your stream today by like a minute. Sorry about that. Tiny Dinos. The Wyatt Life. The Trip. Steve OD 313. Shanette ASMR. Renee. Rebranding Me. Oh, there's hardware. They're all together.
Russell Rauma Videos.
Thank you. I don't know. You're very good at doing those ones. I guess because Latvian has so many syllables and some words.
That's right.
That helps you on this one. That's perfect. Raising 7 Munchkins. Priscilla Maya. Princess Me Canadian. Beyond the Grave. Polly Vlogs. Patricia Sprinkles. Nature Nerd Outdoors. Michigander Man. How you doing, Rob? Matt Cook, Oregon. 2 times 1 day. Always love spending time with my friend. Living Life, Illinois. Life with
ankylosing spondylitis that we rated yesterday.
Yes, and I'm just awful saying it, but lots of love to you. Levergun 5110 WCF. Larry Johnson. Johnny T. Cash. Jenny Morse. It's Nature Beauty. I Pick My Butt. Hubert Gun. It feels good to be able to say the name again. I Pick My Butt. Hubert Gunpowder. HSFL Paranormal. Hiking Deep. Hens Vlogs. Gill Skills. Ghost Mafia. Friends and Family. Frecklish. Phelam Cuisine. Eric the Red RC. What's going on, my friend? Drone Man Productions. DJ Southpaw. Delphine Gibson. Karen Sommers. Beauty and Lifestyle. Barry's Views. Band Runners. Eric and Shonda. Eric and Shonda. AU Packmute. Anonymous Paranormal. Animal Flasco. And Redact 3D. Welcome each and every one of you guys. As always, apologies for butchering half of your names, but please know it's all done out of love. And you guys are awesome, and it's great to have each and every one of you here. If we missed you in the list, by the way, guys, please say hi, and I'll address you here. I do not want to skip anybody.
And if you are listening to us on your headphones, hello to you as well. If you can, say hi in the chat. If you can, that's okay too. Hope you enjoy your evening with us. Have a good time.
Thank you for retweeting, Prince. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yes, the selfies, I have been posting the link already. So I know, guys, you're excited to do that. I think we should do one ourselves this time too, because we haven't done one for a while.
I said you, Polly. I think you were in the list. I can never forget you, Polly.
Well, they just love doing that, because then they get to be shouted out.
Zach Chase, what's going on? Nice to see you. Jacob Thibault, nice to see you. Always great to have you here.
Tiny Dinos.
Terracope, how are you?
Priscilla, I got your question. We're going to get to the questions just in a little bit. Don't forget, guys, put @Puša Studios in front of it so I can see it. Sometimes I miss it if you don't. But I do got your question, Priscilla. We're definitely going to get to it.
Polly, knock it off. Crazy. Oh, my God.
Yes, and don't forget to hug that like button and share if you can. We do appreciate that. We really do. Delphi said, I'm impressed. You said my name right, and that is hard to do.
Well, you made my day, actually. Thank you. Right back at the Anonymous Paranormal.
Raising 7 Munchkins. By the way, Life is we went to raid Life with ankylosing spondylitis yesterday, and we were talking about tattoos and people putting their kids' names or pictures as tattoos.
Yep.
And then we wondered what happens when there's a lot of kids, like 19 and counting. Or raising 7 Munchkins. What would you do with the tattoos of your family? That would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that one. Welcome, Tech or FPV.
No, we just got into a really interesting conversation about that yesterday.
Good God, yeah, that's a good question. Though.
Zach, Chase, thank you so much for sharing it, and all of you guys who do. Tech or FPV, hi.
It was Shonda. Thank you so much. Wow, things are looking up tonight. Thank you, guys. I got to go buy a lottery ticket or something.
Budget Bushcraft, I don't know how you're not on the list. Well, Budget Bushcraft, we missed you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I need big area. Well, like a back, you know. Some people put like all heart rate back. Like you can actually have a code that you can scan with the app on the phone, and it will sound like a baby's heart rhythm or a voice of your family member, for example, or a whole family tree. I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't have tattoos, by the way. I'm just curious. No, it's not about Tech Talk Tuesday. Just curious. Okay. So yes, selfies. We haven't done any selfie ourselves for a while now, and I think it's time for that. And I see Karen was saying she already posted hers. So just wanted to remind you guys that take a selfie of you, or even better, a selfie of you watching our live stream, and post it on social media with the hashtag Blue Ranch Group. And if it is on Twitter, we're going to be sharing it during the night. We always like looking at your beautiful faces, and it's partly also is a networking possibility for you to connect on Twitter. There was a question about connecting on Twitter. Well, it's networking, and it's a great way to do it.
Continue. Are you on? Oh, I thought you were going to lead into answering his question fully.
No.
I didn't know. Okay.
No, we're not back to questions. Kitty's
Custom
Market,
cart.
hello.
Yes, and custom carts. How are you? What is the best apps for thumbnails?
For thumbnails.
Thumbnails. Jeez.
The best app for thumbnail, I would suggest Canva. There's lots of other ones available, so you're just going to try and see what works for you. Canva just released the update of its mobile app, and it's really great. It has a little bit different actually offers that it has on their desktop solution, so I like that. And yeah, just try it out. Canva.
Two Family Homestead, thank you so much. Always love having you here.
Kimber Kiss, hello.
Allowing Bowwill. How are you? Welcome. I also just addressed, I've seen it. I'm not going to bring it up who exactly. Please just no self-promoting in about come see my channel and that. I don't mind you guys meeting each other, mingle. Any night in here, you're more than welcome to. Just check out other people and let them know, and I'm sure they're going to want to really show you some love. So keep it nice.
I made my thumbnails with Canva.com. Karen Somerset just experiment with what they give for free. That's right. And if we do have time at the end of this stream, I'm going to get some random people out of the chat, and we'll try and do some quick banners or thumbnails that you can keep and use if you want using Canva. By the way, we're also creative.
I feel like I have my signal light on in the highway, and I'm just waiting for that spot to get it. When she gets talking, she looks straight ahead, so I can't disrupt her. That's her trick.
By the way, we're also certified Canva creatives. If you guys missed that last Tuesday, our announcement, we have been contacted by Canva and offered a special place or status, so to say, with them, the first-hand updates, and hopefully some promotions for you guys as well on Canva. So welcome to ask any questions.
And guys, I just wanted to mention that we have up our guests for tomorrow night. If you guys want to set a reminder, we're starting to put them out now earlier so that you guys can do that. We have Doug Tennepolt going to be with us tomorrow night. It should be a lot of fun. And yeah, anybody who's into video games, Hollywood, the whole scene, there's going to be lots to, and I think there's going to be a lot of people in tomorrow night because he comes with a really big following, so it should be a really fun night. So you guys can find that on our homepage, and yeah, I just looking forward to it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. With that said, I think it's time to take a look and see. You said we had a couple of selfies already?
Yeah, that's what people in the chat were saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, something just happened now.
Philam Cuisine, hello.
There we go. See, guys, there's always blips and glitches on here. Actually, I'll bring it up first. I thought I had it open, but it's in the other window. And I will get the tweets up in just a second. Band Runners
channel. Eric and Shana, by the way, got their 7,000 finally.
That's unbelievable. You guys are like tearing it up. Congratulations to you. That's really impressive. You guys are on fire, literally. Really impressive. And I think it's just the beginning for you guys. You guys are really shooting to the top. So definitely keep it up. Which is our first one here. 48 minutes ago. Oh God, we got them back for a bit. Okay.
Thank you so much for retweeting. I see you guys have been retweeting a lot. Thank you so much. I don't know what's going on with the microphone today. It's just not standing the way I want it.
Tighten that.
Can I have it straight?
Yeah, but don't push them too much. They're gonna sound like wind noise. There. Oh yeah, loosen it a bit. Here, now put it to where you want it.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I feel bad for you having to listen to that.
Okay, I got it.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
There we go.
There, that's better. Can you hear me now?
We have DJ Southpaw. Man, that is an awesome looking picture. In a word, I was a pioneer and therefore had to blaze my own trail. How cool is that? Wow, I love that. Awesome shot, my friend. Really love it. Really, really love it. Gator Bite, what's going on?
Getting ready for Halloween? That's awesome.
Lots of people here in the spirit of it, I noticed.
Yes, that's
I see
right.
lots and lots of people really getting into it, so that's awesome. I love the 80s done up like that. We have Polly is an orange tonight. You will never run out of stuff, my friend. And you know, bananas last night, orange. Kind of makes me wonder what's coming tomorrow.
All about fruits.
I'm thinking kiwi. I am thinking kiwi. I would say kiwi. What do you think?
Yeah.
Kiwi.
Kiwi. That's a request
That's right.
for tomorrow.
Selfie in my studio. Wow. Loving the lighting too. That is really cool. And I always appreciate how late you stay up all the way over there in the Netherlands. You are you're such a trooper. Always love having you here. Well, look at Budget Bushcraft. Jeez.
We missed you. We did miss you.
Oh my God, yeah. that is awesome. To numbers I can't even begin to describe. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that, guys.
Oh, I love that.
You guys are so kind. Thank you so much for all the support you two have shown on the YouTube channel. My love and respect. Right back at you. Right back at you. You guys are awesome. I love having you guys in the chat. You always make it such a pleasure. And congratulations, guys. Very, very well deserved. And speaking of well deserved.
Yes, our funny pictures from I Pick My Butt. We always love seeing your creations. Very creative approach to the selfie taking.
You're such a nut.
I sometimes think he works on them through the day.
Yeah, I do. I think he's getting them planned out. He's really got my head blended into this one, I gotta say. I really gotta say.
See, he loves himself in this picture.
His head is a little more, some would say, detached a bit, but looks happy nonetheless. So,
and mine is just cut off, like completely 360.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. Priscilla, there she, another rainy day face. Yeah, exactly. What a hard life that poor dog has. Such a shame. Such a shame. Rough life. Rough life. Razul Roma. I'm guessing your Twitter handle is different from your channel name.
Yeah, if you can just let us know.
Yeah,
it's
curious.
you, we would love to.
Definitely.
Otherwise, it's hard to pinpoint you guys sometimes.
Yep.
When you have different handles.
Thank you so much. So, wow, look at all the decorative work on the walls and that.
Yeah, I love that.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Love seeing all you guys' selfies. Who do we have here? TechCore FPV. Man, there you go. That really suits too with the white wall, the whole done up and that. Very nice. That mask was not cheap. I can tell just by looking at it. Not cheap whatsoever. Helmet. I'm probably saying it wrong and being very offensive. I do not mean to be. Hey, Techly, how are you? Fries. I agree. I would love to be saying that right now. Fries. I might be saying it after because we got some. Yes. Maybe after the live stream is over, we can have fries.
Wishful thinking.
Holy smoke, Stormtrooper. That's right, Polly. That's right, Stormtrooper. Like I said, I knew what it was. Don't get me wrong. But I said, well, after I said mask right away, I'm like, oh, that wasn't a good call. I'm going to get hell for that one. Well, you're doing our selfie right now?
Well, yeah, I'm letting you talk since you wanted to talk more, so I'm giving
funny.
you space.
Very funny. It's either
listen to my husband.
It's either the highway in the morning or the highway in rush hour. There's no in between. Basically, is what. That's funny. That's not a woman answer at all. So. I don't know. Now.
I'm doing a selfie.
This will be a long while. Alrighty then. Let's go back to the chat, guys.
And if you have any questions, put them in the chat with the @Puša Studios. We would really appreciate that, guys.
Yes. Once again, there was some of you guys that were there today when I did a test, and that was the first time I ever kind of like screened my own videos while talking to everybody, and that was so much fun. I mean, it's not something you can do every day, but wow, I kind of got to revisit them and hang out with all you guys at the same time. That was really cool. And now with the advent of the premiering feature on YouTube, I sentenced you to watching the OG trilogy 5 times. Chuck and FPV. Okay, you're right. I know, and I deserve that one.
What was said?
No, I don't.
Can you repeat?
You're doing
especially
selfies.
For me. Oh well, I'm done.
What I wanted to say was about the premiere feature, guys. For you guys that are making video, what an awesome time to release your videos and actually talk to your audience while you're streaming it. Because today kind of gave the feel of doing that, and I'd never done it before, and I think it's absolutely awesome. So that premiere feature, I would definitely take advantage of it. What a great time. You can sit there and chat with them, discuss what you were shooting while you were doing it, where it come from, what you were thinking, anything that influenced you while you were doing it. I think it's going to make so much more of an engaging connection with your audience, especially the ones that follow you all the time. I think it will really be awesome. I think it's one of the greatest features I've seen in a while. We haven't even used it yet, but just by what happened today, I have a whole new love affair for it.
Yeah, I think it's a great. There have been apps before that have let you do that, like third-party apps to use on YouTube. But it's great that they have implemented now for everybody, because it is a great way to connect closer to your audience, for sure. Especially if you don't do live streams, that's a great way to connect with your audience and get them more excited, for what you're doing. So I love this update.
JNC Fishing, no apologies necessary. It's your hour. My God, he's apologizing for being in and out because he's got to answer all the tweets and everything he's getting.
Well, enjoy your milestone.
Yes.
Please don't be sorry.
You earned this moment, my friend. You guys savor it for all it's worth. I was going to post a vid that had a combo of The Exorcist and Michael Jackson's Thriller. What do you think?
I think it's interesting combination.
Yep. You're talking about, though, I think you're combining the actual footage from both, not reenacting it or anything, like using the original. Just be very, very, very careful, please. Yeah, I know, April. We we were disconnected in that it's a bit wonky tonight. So if you guys can tweet it out, if you guys haven't already, if you can tweet it out, it really does help us out after something like that. If you can, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated.
YouTube, I think, is still on their update, because yesterday it was glitching with live streams, not just ours, but other ones as well, and today too. So they're probably still in their update process.
Yep, and everybody pays for it. And since we don't have contracts, since we're not paid by them, whatever happens in there, whatever happens.
If you get stuck or get booted out,
disposable.
just refresh the page a couple of times, and it should be fine usually. Okay, so can we go back to the questions, or do you have other
just
plans?
going to say goodbye to Family Homestead. Thank you so much for coming. Always great to have you guys here. Much love to you.
By the way, you asked about the headsets before you go. It really depends what you want to use. We just like using these. I would trade probably mine for Andrew's. They're softer. But, I do with mine pretty well.
There's the wife's way of saying it. I'll translate for as any unmarried men there.
No, they're great for listening to music, but it's the ears hurt after a couple hours of streaming. They're not puffy enough for that, but otherwise the sound is great. So it just depends what you like using.
Right.
Chuck It FPV. I stream from my phone 4G. I've been looking for a way to improve my feed while on the road. Any suggestions, guys? Any suggestion, Andrew?
Yeah, that one, not really. There might be ways around it, and I wouldn't even have the foggiest clue where to start. I'd actually be curious to hear the answer myself on that.
Well, I have a tip.
Okay.
What about the microphone? The external microphone?
No, but improve his feed, I'm assuming he means connection. Because he said, I'm using my phone, the 4G is his connection.
Okay. I thought he's talking about the video
I could be wrong,
quality to begin with. But yeah, well, maybe if you can specify if you're talking about the internet connection or video quality. And then we can talk about it again.
Have a great night, Mommy Charlie. Thank you so much for coming. I know 1 a.m. You guys are troopers. Remember, in a couple of days, we'll be having our afternoon shout out just for all you awesome European people and everybody else that wants to join us as well. Yeah, it was for the connection. I don't know if they have single boosters you can use into it. Canada is very hard because we're so spread out. It's really hard on highways. It's not that we don't have any connection, but for as far as live streaming, yeah, for us it can be really, really sorted.
They don't have the boosters the same as they do for their houses?
That's what I said. I don't have a clue. I don't even have the foggiest clue on that stuff.
Well, if somebody has any idea how to improve your internet while on the road on your phone, more than Michael, welcome to put it in the chat. We would love to know as well.
Gemma, how are you? By the way, you've been asking about merch advice. Xenia, that would be right your field.
You know, we are just starting on it, so we probably wouldn't be with the best answers here. But as for now, before we committed to Teespring right now, I researched numerous places because really Teespring is not the only place you can do it, although everybody does it on it. There's like hundreds of websites you can do the same thing. It's just because YouTube is affiliated now with it. Now everybody jumped on it, and we kind of did as well because of that. But for example, I like there's a website called Society 6, which is basically the same thing, but is more geared to artists and creators and can give you a better array of items that you can customize and purchase than just t-shirts, mugs, you know, like I find Teespring is very limited. So Society 6 are more wider, for example. There are Spring Tea, I think it's called. There's lots of them. Even if you just Google, you know, drop ship companies for merchandise, just drop ship companies, and you will check it out. What you should compare in those is what is the base price. So really is how expensive it is going to be for somebody to purchase what you wanted to sell, because on top of that you can charge anything you want. You know, if it costs $8 for them, you can charge $108 if you want, but you got to think if people are going to purchase it or not. Usually they do their own promotion too, but you should be doing some of it as well. I would say that's the basic, is to find which one fits you the best and then go from there. As from creating the designs, that's completely a different question. I don't know if that's what you were asking as well. But first I would just decide on which one to use. And I had a hard time deciding. I actually do still have Society 6 and associated with us as well. I still might be flip-flopping between one and the other because I'm not really too impressed with Teespring. Although the thing about Teespring is that if your customer doesn't like something or they get a defective item, they are completely responsible about it. Like, you don't pay anything, you're not responsible on anything. You just create design, put your price on it, and basically receive the overhead what they pay you, and that's it. You don't have to worry about anything. So that's a good part about it. If we wouldn't be in Canada, I would be considering just creating them ourselves and shipping it out to people if they're just few. But we're in Canada and our postal system is so expensive for shipping that we just didn't have any choice just to use a dropship. So that would be my answer. If you guys have done that yourselves in the chat, please, more than welcome to put your comments on that as well.
DJ Southpaw, what software do you use to make the intro video with the timer before the stream starts? It's kind of a layered. I was wondering if I can do that. Guys, give me a minute. I'm going to try to set something up really, really fast here. Xavier, if you can take over for a second, I want to try to open up one new window, a new scene. I'm going to see if I can share screen, and I'm going to open it up again.
Okay.
And let's hope this works. I'm kind of nervous about doing this because I've never done it before, and I do not want any problems. But we're going to try it and see. And then I can actually show you inside.
Kitty's Market, yes, says, thank you. Don't forget to leave a comment. So easy to get back after. Yes, thank you so much. If you have learned anything or you have any questions, please leave a comment. We always read them. So please leave a comment after. We would really appreciate that. And yes, Gemma, you can tweet and I can try to answer it. As I said, we're still in the learning process of that as well. Grant McIntosh, you're never too late. You're right on time. Thank you for joining us. Raising 7 Munchkins, I'm finding it so hard to watch all the vlogs each day, averaging 150 videos to watch each day. How do I keep supporting all the channels? Well, you just can't. I mean, we all are humans, and like we always say that we can't possibly watch all of the videos out there of the channels that we know that we are supporting. There are different ways of supporting the channel. It's not only watching their videos. You can retweet their video. That's actually, I find it's a more support to let other people know about the video than watching it just yourself and not doing anything, because by retweeting you're letting a wider audience to know that might come in and watch. So that's one thing. You can just once in a while drop in and drop a comment. I don't think that you should feel obligated to watch everybody's videos every day. It's impossible. We all have lives. And I think people who get upset about it, that, well, you don't come and watch my videos, well, it's impossible. And it would be weird to lie about it and say, yeah, we watch all of the videos. Well, there's only 24 hours a day, and some of it is sleep, some of it is family, and some of it is work, right? So support as much as you can. And I would say involve in Twitter. Reshare it, suggest it, talk about the creators to other creators. If you have live streams, then that's the best way to connect with your audience, because if you don't have live streams, your comment section is where you are interacting with your audience. If you do have live streams, then that's where you're connecting with your audience, like we do with you guys now. So I would just say, just support what you can. Don't watch it everything every day. Drop in every once in a while. Comment on it when you do, and don't feel bad when you can't watch it every day. That's okay. Don't have to feel guilty about it. Okay.
I'm going to try this, guys. I do not know if this is going to work. So we are going to see if it does. Bear with me. Oof. I have a bad feeling about this.
Can you tell them what you're doing first?
I'm going to share OBS with you. I opened up a second instance of it. It's not the best view of it, but unfortunately it's about the best I think I want to get it. Let's just jump right into it and see what happens here. Okay. So let's see here. Like I say, guys, I've never done this before, so please, please, please have some patience with me on this. So basically when we start, here's one of the options that I go with. This is the video one. This is where we were using for our openers before. Now, I don't know if the number will come up on this one because we've already had it shut down. That's a very, very possible. Look. Oh, this is going to end really badly. I'll just try muting it for a second. Now I have the, let me see here, desktop 1. And I'm just going to bring this time up. Sorry, guys. Like I say, I've never done this before. I am completely and utterly out of my element on this. I am not an expert on OBS. I cannot stress that enough. There. Let's see if we can start. Okay. I'm going to switch back. Desktop 2. Okay, so there's the timer, and it's a program called Snap. I don't even know if I'll be able to share it with you because I have it on a second desktop. But it's very easy to use, and it's a free program you download. Snaz, sorry, this one is Snaz. That's the one I went with. S-N-A-Z. And you just bring it in, install it, and you go in there and you set the time and date. that you want to launch, and then you hit start, and then you got to link it one time in here. So we have VLC. Here's our script countdown. So you're going to do a new text element, and it's going to already be copied over for you, and you're just it's going to link it right here. Now you can see it creates that text file, and then you don't have to do this every time. You just need to go back and reset it and put the new time every time. We're lucky. We mostly always start at 7 p.m., so I don't really have to do much with it. I took the hour off it, so it's just minutes, seconds, because we always show it within the last 30 minutes, so there was no use to have all the extras. And then you can change the font size and everything as well here. But yeah, the name of the program is called Snaz, S-N-A-Z. And everything, guys, works in layers. So there's the script. If I shut that off, that takes that away. It works the same kind as Photoshop with layers, or most layer programs in general. Over top of it, I have an overlay. It's a PNG file. That's so it keeps the transparency, and that's where I have the Puša Studios banner to make it look like our thumbnail. So if I shut that off, you can see it right there. Pictures are really easy, by the way. As long as you have them the right size, you can drag and drop them right in. You don't have to go through anything else. And this one is a save videos. Here's what it looks like. This is, I use the VLC plugin. I find it works the best. There is a media import, but I don't know why. I just find it works a lot better. So I like to stay with it. It's and then I just link it to a file. So if I want to add more files to it, I go like add files.
They're buffering right now, so if you can just pause it for a second.
Oh, yep. There. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to go too much into it today because, like I say, it is really... I haven't done...
They can't hear you.
Oh, right.
It's back.
Oh, okay. I don't want to like lead you guys down the wrong road onto this, but so basically, there's the desktop view, then we have the wheel view. And once again, the wheel would be in here. We would link it to a web page, the one with the wheel we created from a site. And then we have the chat window, of course, linked in here. And yeah, this is the music. So if the music was on right now, see if I shut off this eye, it stops the music because that's the layer for music. Everything in OBS is divided in scenes. So that's why we have different scenes here. Like the one I just showed a while ago where I was showing the program itself was desktop view. Then it goes to wheel. Then there's the VLC that we were looking at first. And then this is the new promo you guys are seeing at the opening. See, these ones I've color coded them as well, so it's easier to shut them on and off if I want to make changes. So for instance, with this one playing, if I want to show our subscribe intro on top of it, I just turn it on. As soon as I turn it on, this kicks in. I could add it in the middle, but I just like using it more randomly, so I just do it this way. And then I can shut it back off and we're back. So this is some videos we got from MU I've downloaded, with his permission, of course. So they're playing from a folder, they're linked. Then I have the timer as another layer. And then on top of it is the images that you see the previews like this one. If I want them to stop, it's just literally just shut it off and you're back. So it's all layers. Anybody's ever worked with Photoshop, most of you guys with video editing and that, you know how linear editing goes and layers. It's the exact same thing. Then I have the thumbnail here. And I have like shoutouts. Tonight is Tech Talk Tuesday. So say it was Thursday, we're going to do shoutouts. Literally all I do is just shut off this eye, put this one on, and I have it ready to go. I keep them there because we use them all the time. And because they're linked files, if I shut off this one and turn on guess, This is our next upcoming guest. So this one links to a file that's just called guest. So every time we make the new one that's coming up, I just copy it over, give it that name, overwrite the old one. And then this, so they're all just listed in folders. Actually, I don't know. I can show you that maybe in a minute. I'll have to bring it up separately. I hope this explains something for you guys. Like I say, I'm no master on this by any sense of the word. Now our full browser just got messed up. Okay. That's strange. Why? Why? There we go. So we're just going to fix that right now. See, we can open this, and then we pick which page we want it to be onto. So we want this one. And as you can notice, guys, when you open it up, you know, we all have our perimeter around our pages. There's a bounding box, and if you take off the lock, always keep that lock on when you're on, because if you hit something and screw it up, and believe me, I have, it's a nice mess to clean up. You can size these windows, but if you hold your Alt button and click on the sides of the top, you can bring them down so you don't see all this stuff. I'm going to regret this, but why not, for the sake of education. So you see here, I'm moving this. And now if I go in the top corner, I can drag it, move it to where I want it to go. So say we wanted a smaller web page up here, but we don't. But if I hold my Alt button, grab the top, see, now I can expose that whole part. But if I just pull this back down, always hold Alt, then we can hide it. And then I put it back up here, grab it from the bottom, and drag it till it fits. And there's our full view. There. That should do it. And then we just lock it again. Always lock it, because when you're on and you're showing stuff to people, it is so easy to make those mistakes. Review and Social Blade. I have that one, shut off for now. That's right. And the camera won't come through to here. You guys see us with this one, and you see our picture, our video up in the corner. It won't do it because there's two versions of OBS running right now, so it won't share the camera. But this is what it would look like. It's basically just layered. So I just drug it to where it's about even once the video's in there, and put that layer behind so you don't see all that white stuff. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it really in a nutshell. So everything is done in scenes. So that's why when we go, we're talking to somebody, we'll be up here, Zoom interview. You would see my camera usually here. You can't, once again, because it's not sharing. And then we jump back like this. And you can set the time, your fade, and the duration between it. It's usually at 300 milliseconds. I put this one to 600. And then within your scenes, you create your sources. And for instance, in this scene, us with chat, just picture our camera was up here. These are all the elements used to create it. So, and right here is the music. If I shut that off. Oh no, that's the Social Blade, sorry. So that's one of them. And then we have, there's the music. And then I have all my different thumbnails depending on the night we're onto. Like the Canva that pops up is literally just doing this, just turning it on, if we want to show it. And I just sized it out roughly the same size as the other one. If we once again had our guest on, we would put the guest one on, shut this off, and right away he's up there ready to go. Or if we have our shout out night, so they're always there. It just depends what we're doing. It's a pretty big commitment getting used to it, but once you get used to it, I would never go back. Now that I have it, never, ever, ever, because it really makes it a lot easier, especially for channel shout out nights. Or you'll notice, like when we have our guest on, you'll be here, and then I'll, like they're talking about their YouTube page. You know, I can just kind of come over here. And they're still talking. You can hear them while we're looking at their page. You can do so much more of that kind of stuff. So it just gives it more broadcast quality. But it's not for the faint of heart. A lot of people will be a lot more happier, I think, with Studio Labs, which is a version of OBS, but a lot more intuitive. I'm using the original one just because I feel like I get more freedom with it to do things. But it's definitely not for everybody. So, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it onto it. And guys, you can see, like, once your volumes, here's our mic, there's our slider. You can also add effects into it. I can mute it here if I want it. And you can check your levels all the time. I control mine with our mixing board before it goes in, so I usually don't have to play with that as much. But sometimes for the other stuff, like the music playing in the background, that's where we would do it. I don't know. Anything you can think of, hon?
Well, I don't know. You will have to do a tutorial of how to teach your wife to use OBS or something, because I haven't tried it yet.
That's true. Really, I was thinking that too. I got to get, we have to sit down. And it's always fun when a husband and wife sit down for a while.
Can your wife get it? Duh.
You'll do just fine
Something
with it.
like that.
You'll do just fine. So yeah, guys, that's OBS in a nutshell. I hope that answers some of you guys' questions. Is there anything else on that you think that I haven't covered or should have said?
Well, as I said, I don't have anything to add about the question on OBS, but I think your explanation was really good. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure being here, and I hope to come back again real soon. Jeez. Oh my God. I'm officially a guest. I'm a guest spot.
Yeah. So
that is too funny. Jeez.
There's always a question that is asking, like, why somebody prefers Streamlabs over OBS or the other way around. And what we can say is that OBS gives a bigger control over what you're doing. So maybe if you don't really care on how everything works and you don't want to customize anything too much, then Streamlabs might be your thing to do, because it has more overlays that are already in there, and more like you can just kind of pick and drop, so to say. But if you want more control of what you're doing and make it your own, then OBS would be something more suited for that. Is that would be right?
Yep, that sounds bang on.
That's
the way to say it.
That's one thing I know for sure about OBS.
Frozen Fury said he's dropped in to show some love and he's getting a burger. Well, and if we wanted anything, and yes, I most certainly do. Why are you guys taunting me with all this food tonight?
I know. I already said in chat, I can feel that I'll have to make those fries there.
Oh, you are?
Oh
that's
goodness.
definitely.
That is why you work together. You both have different qualities. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for reminder. Brian Hooper, hello. Good to see you.
Yes, all you guys in here. It's so awesome to hang out with you guys. YouTube is playing with the live streams tonight, guys. I just getting word other people are going through it as well. This is what happens when you're at the mercy of a server. But thank you guys. If you guys do get booted out, if you can, just hit the refresh a couple of times. Loving you guys. I hate to ask you guys, but if you can tweet it out, because that does help us when these nights when it's really, really, really getting buffered a lot. It is a huge help. So if you guys can tweet us out, that would be really, really awesome.
COT, hugs and kisses to you too, of
Thank
course. Thank you so much.
Oh, wrong end.
JTG James, there you go. Hi. Jag Fishing,
Hey,
how is everyone
Jag.
doing today? Hello. Yes, we are finally on. We are not just about to end it. We're still at the beginning of the stream. So thank you so much for joining us. I feel so bad when people join us at the very end when we already jumped the streams. So thank you so much for joining us today. And yeah, well, we have some other questions. I don't know.
Yep.
I can always get to them, or
Sure.
or if you had anything else in mind that you wanted people to tell.
Yep.
Tell people?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the questions were, and I know Animal Flasco was waiting for a longest time to answer their question about Twitter, and I know April is going to chime into this one. So April, you missed the question was, how do you recommend promoting yourself on Twitter? It seems to be a little bit complicated for the people to engage, and 2-in-1 question was Instagram and Twitter for promoting channel and why. Do you want me to take this one?
Yeah, just Stromer said they're on at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is 11 our time. And yeah, if we can work it out, definitely would love to stop by and check you out for sure.
Crypt6,
Hey,
hello.
what's going on, Crypt? Always love having you here. Okay, you're off the races.
So I will start with the second question. So Instagram or Twitter for promoting channel and why? I think it really depends on what kind of audience you have, meaning what is the age of your audience, and you can see it on your analytics. Let's say if you have more over 40, over 50 crowd, you would want to probably more promote on Facebook, because that's where most of the boomer generation, a bit younger, a bit older, is hanging around, you know. If you have a bit younger generation, like Zeta or Xers, 20s or younger, then Instagram would be your deal. Twitter is kind of a little bit of both. I would say it's mostly is for the average of like 25 to 45, but it still has a little bit of everything there. So it really depends of what your audience is your age of the audience, so to say. I really think that Twitter is a must because it just takes so much more people. It gives you so much more people to watch or be exposed to when you're tweeting, right? So every time it gets retweeted, every time it gets liked, there's so much more potential of having more impressions, meaning that more eyes possibly can see it and they possibly could click on it. 90% of Twitter users are using YouTube. Facebook is in second place on that. Instagram, I think, was third, and then Snapchat. So, don't lose your audience. Don't lose your opportunity to have a new audience, because most of people on Twitter use YouTube. That means that they might potentially be using it to watch your videos. Why to avoid it? Why not to do it? One thing you can do is if you really don't want social media, but you still would like to get your channel be exposed, include hashtags into your titles and put your video for automatic posting on Twitter. Like when you upload a video, it offers you to share it on Google or on Twitter. Well, if you use some hashtags in your title and you just check it out in the Twitter, it will automatically retweet, and you don't have to do anything about it. Why include hashtags? Because every hashtag you include exposes you to more people that might be looking for that word or that hashtag on Twitter. So that's why. But of course, it's not the best way to promote it, but it's kind of getting on Twitter without really getting on it, right? Mm-hmm. And then getting to your second part of the question is how to promote yourself on Twitter. I think the main thing is, and it works on any platform or really anywhere, don't put just your own content on your tweets. It should be really about 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 self-promotion. What it means is that you, for every 3 or 4 posts about other people retweeting their videos, retweeting their tweets, you put one that is yours, that is promoting your video or saying something about what you're selling or what you're offering. And that is the best way of doing it, is connecting with people by retweeting their thing, by commenting on their tweets, and be more giving than taking, so to say.
Yep. No, you're right on.
And hashtags. Don't overuse them. Don't clump it with 15 hashtags. It just doesn't look good. 3, 4, well, maybe sometimes a little bit more. If it's really a one-time, like a day video promotion, you can add the hashtag of the day. Every day there are certain hashtags that people are using, like Tuesday Tech Talk, for example, or Music Monday, or, Wisdom Wednesday. Find the ones that are trending, and if you fit into that keyword or into that hashtag, then add it to your post. So yeah, that would be the basics of it.
I'm in the chat.
Okay.
Yep.
Tornado Gaming, hello. HSFL Paranormal, it's going good, just working slow. Yeah. That's great.
I was just about to write to him. Yeah.
What's the best way to expose a small channel such as mine without using other social media constantly?
Sorry, I hear.
The best way to build the channel, for example, if you just started your channel.
I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm trying to make a graceful exit.
Let's watch this graceful exit. Let's watch it all together. Okay, thank you. Okay, so back to the question. Jag Fishing, what is the best way to expose a small channel such as mine without using other social media? The best way how to build channel, let's say that you just started and has 0 subscribers, 0 views, nothing is moving, it's really hard, and it is very hard to get those first 100 subscribers, probably even harder than getting those first 1,000. What really the smaller channel is, and really we all are small, as I said, in a way, because we still have a couple of thousands here. Even, you know, the ones who have maybe bigger count is still just a couple thousand. The scheme of things is nothing. Your chance of building the channel is being searched and being discovered. How do you get discovered? You get discovered by coming up in searches. How do you come up in searches? Is by optimizing your channel, optimizing each and every video to the best standards of Creator Academy that you can check out on the YouTube Creator Academy. You can download TubeBuddy extension. The link is down below in description. You can use vidIQ. Also, the extension is down there. So just trying to follow the best practices of adding all possible things like cards and endings to your videos, if the size of your channel allows it to you. The main thing, and I know people are going to say, well, you don't need those tags, but you do. The smaller channel you are, the more you need to be searched and seen. You have to be discoverable. That's the hope. The way how you can grow the small channel is being discovered. And the way to being discovered is coming up in those first pages when people search for something. Try to figure out what is your niche keywords, about 3-4 main keywords, tags about your channel, and include them in everything that you're doing, like in the playlist description, in tags, in titles, in video description, in a natural way, obviously. And then try to specialize them. Try to have the tags, not that is, let's say, music. Well, there's no, if you're singing in your video, there's no point of putting tag music, because you're never going to rank to it right now, because it's just too big of competition. It's too general. Try to find something more specific. How would you be searching for your channel to come up? What would you be searching for in order for your channel to come up? So the tag really probably will be consisting of 3, 4, maybe even 5 words that would mostly niche what you're doing, right? And if you hit that spot that is trending, that is people are searching for, and then you're going to be coming up in a search, so you're going to get discovered, and that's how you're going to grow. You can also do a reversed growth, so to say. You can research first what people are searching, and then create videos according to what is trending, what they are searching for. So it's 2 ways of doing it. But yeah, that would be my answer about how to do that without. I still think that it's possible. Of course it's possible, but it's a better chance if you get to know, let other people know. You know, if you don't do the best practices, and if you don't do social media, you just upload your videos, well, you might as well leave them in your hard drive on the computer, because there's going to be very little people who are going to be seeing it. And if that's what you want, that's fine. But if you want to grow, then why to waste all that time doing the editing, uploading, and then not being watched or seen at all, because you're keeping it basically like in a vault, right? You want to promote it. It's like having a product and selling it, right? Your video is your product.
No, I was listening to you as you were doing it. Our daughter, she was fine, by the way. She was just cold.
Oh.
Instead of just getting all the blankets together, I don't know. I've never understood the child's head. She's so amazing. She has this way of getting us into stuff that I never thought she could talk us into. With that said, I agree with everything you said, and I would like to dive a little deeper into this tonight. And this is even including our channel and all kinds of other ones. You know how we always say, like, we can open the door for you, but it's your job to keep them there? Well, that's where tags and all these things are so important, because it's great to meet through communities, and it is important it gets the ball rolling. But in the end, you're hoping that viewers are going to find you, and that's people just going on to watch stuff, and they're not in shoutouts, they're not in all these things. They don't care about it. They're not interested into the workings of YouTube. They have no interest. They're into just finding stuff that they like to watch. The same as when you're watching TV. You do not want to know how they marketed it towards you to get it there and what the production company did. They just want to sit down and see what you're doing. And that's where tags and all those things are crucial as a smaller channel, because that will get the ball rolling. And what you're always hoping for is that some viewers will take interest in your channel. And then, as Peter McKinnon said it, because he put it the best way when somebody asked him, because he went from, he got his first 1 million subscribers in 9 months. And it wasn't that all of his videos exploded on the internet the day he went on. It was that he did a couple of key videos that got picked up by blogs. Specialty channel. For him, it's photography. 8 things you must have in your camera bag at all time. Videos like that are what draw people in. Say you're a mechanic, and you do mechanic work on your channel. Pushing the 2017 F-150 transmission to its max. Stuff like that blogs will pick up and want to repost. Facebook groups will want to repost. All those things is what really, really gets the ball rolling. It's amazing how you can get caught in one of those, not even know it. Check your social blade one morning and you're going to wonder why you're up 20,000 views on one video and up 6,000 subscribers. Stuff like that really is where you start to rock it if you get a couple of them together. And the tags, the thumbnails, the whole checklist that you see on TubeBuddy is insurance of having those ready when the time comes that people are looking for that stuff, because they don't know you yet. They do know Peter McKinnon. They do know Casey Neistat. They do know all these big guys. They know exactly where to go. They're constantly seeing their work. Ours is just in the mix. So doing all those practices is what gets you to the front page, which by the grace of God, the right person comes along and just happens to find it and sees what you're doing, can really run with it. So that's really important to remember. You're always thinking more of the long-term goal. It's not going to happen overnight. Nothing ever does. Anybody who's music and the athlete, and it doesn't mean you're going to get 1 million subscribers, but it means your channel has a lot better chance of growing. We always bring up Cody Wanner as an example. When we had him on, he had 2.8K, and a couple weeks later, he did one video with Peter McKinnon and ended up going over 40-some thousand subscribers. But he was ready. His work was ready. All the things he had to do were prepared. So when the time came that he got noticed, he had all of his ducks in a row. And then these other videos started popping up. Ones that he did 2-3 months ago, because YouTube is pushing older videos. The big guys were complaining they're getting burnout from trying to keep up with the algorithm, to create new content, or they fall behind. And YouTube listened. So it is rejuvenating all your old videos. So this is the time. Give them new catchier titles. Make sure they're in sync with all your hashtags. Update them. Things are very different now than what they were 6 months ago. I'll show you right now with our guest tomorrow night. Oh, we don't have it on this page. Let me see. I want to show you this because I noticed Xenia had did this. Let me just roll down here, guys, for a second. Let me scroll down a bit more so you can see it. Okay. Tomorrow's guest is, I was telling you, is the creator of Earthworm Jim, Doug Tennepool. Now, you'll notice that she didn't put his name first. It's actually the second part. The first part is Earthworm Jim. The reason why he's quite famous, but he's especially famous for creating Earthworm Jim, because it was used in the video game, the TV show, and all that stuff. So that's why she put Earthworm Jim, space, and then Doug Tennepool, because this is one of the most searched terms. So there's a lot better chance of this getting noticed in search engines than if she was to put Doug first, even though he is the one we're going to be interviewing, of course. That's the reason. Same as last year we used to do like Puša Studios Presents would have been. Last year we would have did Puša Studio Presents, Doug Tennepool, creator of Earthworm Jim. But now the algorithm's gone complete topsy-turvy, and now we can't do it that way. So that's why we have it as Earthworm Jim, space, Doug Tennepool, space, Tube Life. At the end is Puša Studios. It's for that exact reason. So things change all the time, so you really want to be up on what the AI is trending at. And they can't predict it, guys. It's not going to take over the world. Don't worry, no tinfoil hats here. But it does have a mind of its own, and it's always growing. And the engineers, I think, sometimes are having a little trouble keeping up of where it's starting to look for things.
It's getting smarter than people are.
Exactly, yes. I always use the expression, the cow hasn't left the farm, but it definitely gets out of the fence sometimes. And it takes them a little while to get it back in. So.
Like yesterday was Night Shame on a live stream, and I put as the beginning was Under the Cover of Darkness, and actually not trending. It actually appeared on the first page of that search word.
Yep.
Yesterday, which I was surprised because it was a far shot, but I thought I would try it. Under Cover of Darkness. There you go.
Why is it getting cut off now all the time? Just one of those nights where everything is going to go this way.
Yeah. So and it kind of goes together with the question: what was there is how do you guys promote your videos? What's been your best luck? By the way, we did a little little live tutorial about how we research our tags in the last week's Tuesday Tech Talk. So you can always go on our Tuesday Tech Talk playlist and check all of our Tuesday Tech Talks right there with all the suggestions and sometimes tutorials. So that's exactly what we did. I showed quickly how we do research. We do have a customized
Soul Store. I'm sorry, I was laughing when I read it. I couldn't stop. The algorithm has become self-aware.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome, guys, and welcome ATGH Travels as well. Awesome to have all you guys in here. Sunny as well. Vince Land, good to see you again, my friend. Thank you so much for coming. Lots of great channels, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Please, if you can, hit the like button. If you can tweet it out, because not only is the algorithm self-aware, but it looks like YouTube's server has also become self-aware as well, and is all over the place. April, you never have to. I don't know if you guys seen Cab 7's video today. And you guys never have to apologize or anything like that. You guys have real lives. You guys have real things on your plate. And whether it's 2 minutes or 2 hours you can spend here, whether you're gone for a week or you're here every day, your time is appreciated. You never have to apologize for anything like that. We just love having you in here whenever you can make it, and you're always welcome. Somebody said that the other day. Who was it that said we should take their wrench because they hadn't been here in a little bit?
I don't know.
And it's like the wrench belongs to you. I mean, the only time if you come in here and your wrench is missing, it's because sometimes that happens because we give them to everybody. If you're not in a couple days, sometimes it takes away. It's no reflection on you whatsoever. As soon as we see you in here, we will definitely give it right back. It is yours. You've earned it by being great to us. That we don't play that way. And it's us that owe you guys. You guys are the ones that make the chat. And remember that, guys, about your live streams. Like, remember, and not even just live streams, but I'd say for video too, about appreciating your audience, guys. That's a big key into growing that sometimes people lose along the way. And Xenia was saying that before too, about, well, I was going to go an extra hour on the live stream, but, there's only 10 people in here and, not really worth it. Or, well, I was kind of hoping to get more PayPals, but it wasn't, please, I'm begging you. If anybody, don't do that. Celebrate the ones that are in there. They're there. You can't ask for any more than that. And I mean, it's nice to get money, but it's not written in stone, and they're already paid their debt by coming and taking the time. There's 1 billion channels on here, and out of all of them, they pick to spend some of their time with you. I mean, it's such an honor to have that. So I really do appreciate that. Is there an easy way to give a moderator on our phones? Because honestly, all I know is push go live and that's it. I do not know on that one. It doesn't seem like there's an easier way. Do you know an easier way?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can using a YouTube app. Not 100% sure, but I don't think you can do it.
Unless somebody's come up. But guys, some of you guys may be using phones a lot more. If you guys have something that you know about that, please. This is a co-op, guys. We're just here discussing things. Especially on phones. We do not do as much onto it. So I'm learning from you guys all the time. So if anybody has some advice on that, please do not hesitate to post it. Oh, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. I haven't done a live stream yet. Thinking about doing one soon, just as a test run. Jag says, why not? And if I always tell people, if you're nervous in any way, see if you could be on somebody's panel or something like that. Well, but please, 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 please make sure it's somebody you know well. Ask them in private first, and don't hound them about it. Don't, because that's a touchy subject. Because some people are really bad at that. They're in the chat yelling, "Why am I not on your panel? I should be on your panel." don't do that either. That's another faux pas. It will not win you friends. So be very careful with that. You have somebody closer in here, or ask somebody, listen, I want to do a test. We're not even going to go live. They can come and you can just do it on Google Hangouts itself. Just set it up, set it to private, get used to the controls. I really do think that helps a lot before you go and just get out in front, because then it's not really complicated, but it just takes a little bit of the stress off. You'll be familiar with how it works. And guys, once again, anything you're not sure about, hit YouTube and just type in the question directly. It is going to make... There's an answer for everything. Not just an answer, but hundreds of them. You can pick the person that does it right. Some are too fast, some are too slow. You can rewind and pause and go back 100 times if you want. We use it constantly. We're always using it for new techniques, whether it's video editing, extending for photography, some about tags. We go to it for almost everything we do. And we forget about something because we're on here so much, we forget just the information we can get from there as well. How you doing, Sonny? It's great to have you in here. Always great to have you in here. Oh my God, we aren't on the panel because we didn't prearrange all the technology and schedule in advance. Yeah, no, it's Hangouts can be fun. Like with ours, we do more of an interview style, but I'd like to start bringing back a little bit more Hangouts and kind of just maybe later on in the evening. But I don't know. There's people that I know my market, and I know people that are way better at doing that than me. So I try to stay more where I feel that I can do the best job at what we can do here. And that's important, is really knowing your market. It is. It's the same as like if you were selling jeans. I heard Xavier talking about it a while ago when I was, if you're selling jeans and they're tight fitting and they're trendy and that, well, you might not want to go and set up shop with all your displays at a senior citizen's home. It's the same thing with YouTube. You got to know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know who you're geared towards, and really work on getting to connect with them. Meet other channels that have the same range as you. Some people are so scared and they want to like, well, if anybody sees this, they're going to take my idea and stuff. They can see you. We're public. There's nothing you can hide on here. So you might as well just go with a good attitude and make sure you can do it the best that you can do it. Nobody can replicate you. You are you. There's only you can do you. That's why don't put on an act. Don't try to be something you're not. Be the best you can be in what you're doing on here. Oh, Sally Spencer, thank you so much. Let me get you. Oh, Exen, you got you already with the wrench. That's fine. I think my wife has stopped talking. Has she lost her voice? Or
we're all listening to you.
Okay.
Right, guys.
All right.
Well, you're talking with them, and I'm talking with them in the chat. Like, they can. Those who are interested in what you're saying, they focus more on the, on what you're saying, and I'll answer questions in the chat as well. So that way, we both, as Karen said, have different things to do.
Oh my God, folks! What did I step in tonight? I feel like I'm in another realm.
Can you set up a test OBS stream and not have it go public?
Yes, definitely. I should have left it up. Right on the side at the bottom, you see where all the sliders were for the volumes, and then the next one is scene transitions. At the end is controls, and there's start streaming, at the top, which you're gonna have to hit first. Then underneath you'll start recording. You just don't have to hit any of those, and you'll have everything up. You can see it going. The way we do our interviews is we're using Zoom, and there's just another window that we pipe in. So I make them the predominant one, pin their video. It's kind of like Hangouts. So the video that when you see the two of us talking together, it's... how do I explain this? So if we're doing the interview, say like last night with Night Shame, on the left where you see us, that's the camera that you guys are seeing us. That's through Zoom. That's my Logitech C922. But on the other side is Zoom, and then I'm just sharing another window. I pin them so they're prominent and just crop the edges. So they're going through that way, and it just shares another window. But it's still, we don't have to go live. We can just try it like that. And I'm going to do it with our guest tomorrow. He's never used Zoom. So we're going to go on early and just try kind of a run like that. So he has all the controls, gets familiar with them. And it's really weird with Zoom. Something that I didn't like at first. I found out doing it that way, the only problem is the camera doesn't get shared. You can't share a camera within other apps. So they would be looking at a black screen. They would hear me, but they would be talking to a black screen for 2 hours. So the way we fixed it was we went and bought a cheap webcam, a C525. We put it on, and we ran it through, and that one feeds into Zoom. So that camera is lower than the other one, and all that camera is there for is for our guests to be able to see us. So they're seeing us through a different camera than you guys. And the really weirdest part of all is when we had to run the mic. We had trouble with the microphone. Usually you can hear it through here. We have a mixing board and everything, but it wasn't working. We had to use the mic from the camera that you guys are seeing us through. We're using the mic from that one for them to hear us. So we have a kind of a bit of a janky system, I would say, but it seems to be working. So
yeah, I
knock on wood. Yep, as long as they can see us and hear us.
Wood?
Yep. I'm only 25 away from 400 after only 7 weeks of uploading. Nature and Nerd Outdoors. That's awesome. Keep up the great work. Keep going. That's the spirit. Sergeant Slaughter's slot machine videos. How are you? Nice to see you tonight. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. It is very much appreciated. It is 8:45 here in Montreal. Looks like you will never run out of gas. Yeah, we have a list. We have a last year we had, like I say, a very, very short list at best. We had to ask a lot of people in their live streams that afternoon if they could come on that evening. So, what? Oh, sorry.
Sorry
about
yes,
that.
as I answered you, I can add you to the guest list, definitely. But yeah, there's a big waiting list, unfortunately or fortunately. Okay, the Nature Nerd Outdoors. Well, welcome. Living Life, Illinois. Hope you have a good night. And Tina Davies, hello. Tornado Gaming, don't get upset. We all go up and down with support. Everybody goes through it. It's just YouTube. Everybody goes through it. Don't get upset. Every number, I know it's upsetting.
We're sharing our social blade. You can see it happening right in front of your face. We've been bouncing the whole time we've been on. So
yeah, you can look at any channel on Social Blade and see their ups and downs. If you happen to be sad about yours, there are a couple more questions that I would like to be focused on.
Sure.
Priscilla Mayox asked, what are some tips on doing collaboration with another YouTube channel? I've been asked to do one for a surprise for someone's birthday. It's my first one and I don't want to screw it up.
Well, first of all, you won't screw it up. Don't worry about that. Focus on the positivity of it. Any coverage is good coverage. It's the only time I'd be worried if they ask you to do something that you don't feel that your skills are at. Other than that, if you're good with it and what they're asking you feel you can pull off, no problem. Just make sure it's somebody who likes to keep on schedule for stuff like that. Sometimes people are hard to collaborate with. They're too busy. They got all kinds of stuff going. It sounds nice on paper, but in practice can be a bit hard. So, but most times they work out fine as long as it's not something. If somebody says, let's collab, and okay, well, I want you to redo a scene from Jurassic Park and add in all the effects of that, and you don't exactly do much of that. You're not an After Effects whiz. Well, then, yeah, it's time to politely back out of it. But if it's something you can do and you have the time to do it, for sure. And nothing to worry about, I don't think.
I think the collabs are the great way to grow your channel because you get to expose to so many more audiences and people that maybe haven't seen your channel yet. So if you want to... actually, the more you do is better if you can do it. Like challenges, there's lots of challenges and hashtags that you can participate in to, like hashtag small YouTuber. There was one that we just participated in and still is ongoing, is a ClueTube, but it was organized by Panic D.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and we're basically a lot of YouTubers came together to create a mystery game devoted to Halloween, where you guys, anybody of you can win real gold, but the whole point of it is a collabing. So it's always a great way of doing it because you're cross-promoting each other, and that way you get your channel more seen. I would say just be you, keep doing what you're doing on your videos on your channel. Just it's the same as going for a visit to somebody else's house, like having a dinner party. You just drop by and you be yourself, But I would really encourage you doing it for sure. Definitely. And always look out for them. There's always something going on that you can take part of on Twitter. There's also can share on YouTube that the challenges going on, and bigger and smaller ones you can make yourself sometimes, like get together, with 2-3 people, make a challenge and put it out there. Maybe some other people can join to it too. So it's definitely a good way of networking and building.
And don't be shy to make your own collab. It's good sometimes to be a go-getter and get your own thing set up as well. Once again, don't take something that's going to smother you and you won't be able to pull it off. Pace yourself. But yeah, you can make your own pathways too. You can pick somebody that you've been working with for a while, or just got to be close with on here and say, why don't we try something together? And try, a lot of times it's came here through Recycle the Dudes Raid a while back. You guys are great. Thanks so much for what you do, guys. Lisa B, thank you so much. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you. Well, my God, look who's in here. Lunatic Dad, are you getting ready for work, my friend? Give me hell yeah. Oh, it doesn't sound right without the echo. There we go. He's got a better voice for it than I do. Give me hell yeah. There. How was that?
That was loud.
Pass? That was loud?
Yeah.
I apologize to everybody's ears then. I used to collab with people while producing music, but I haven't tried it yet in regards to videos. Cardoso, yeah, definitely. I mean, you're talented as hell. Anybody would be really lucky to be able to do any kind of collab with you. So
definitely. And it can be a short-lasting relationship or a long-lasting relationship, like us with MU Music. It is a collaboration. Yes. Because we are using his music all through our season 2, and always referencing him and doing the videos and an intro, and it is a cross promotion. So definitely, there's different ways of how you can collab with people.
Thank you, Nature Nerd. You don't need to put our name too much in lights. I appreciate it. I appreciate the gesture. Thank you. But that's good for now. Thanks. Oh my God. Dad got a hemorrhoid and it's killing him. God.
Oh, no.
That's not fun. As a truck driver, that's like your worst fear come true.
Need a pillow.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. That's awesome.
Crush that like button like a Hulk. Yes, thank you so much. And Shetan CM, we senior hi. Hello.
Yes,
hi. And
hi.
hello.
How are you? Nice to have you here. Also, WrestleMania's here. How you doing? Great to see you here. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Unapologetically Gomes. We arrange collabs all the time. They are fun. Join us for one. There you go, guys. Push is asking us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let us know, and I think we want to do more than we can possibly do. There have been some that we would have loved to, but we just couldn't made it in time. Just because 6 times a week live streaming with guests takes a lot of preparation and time, and we also still have work during the day. But we definitely want to, and we are looking forward to. We can as much as we can. Let us know.
And Xenia brought up a very good point right there, guys. Too, please, like, as much as it's great to be in collabs, don't be shy to politely say that I can't at the moment. Don't take somebody into something that you can't complete. It's not fair to them, because it's like, remember in school we all worked on collaborations, and if one didn't get the part of the project done, we would they'd fall behind. I would never want to do that to somebody, so that's why I'm always trying to be very careful to make sure that we do have the time, we can give the resources to do it properly.
Yes, because if you are part of a collaboration, you want to promote it as well. Like we did collab with B-Roll SmackDown Challenge with Michael Freyer by giving the interview to the winner of the SmackDown. Well, we made sure that we're promoting it all through the months, because we are part of the collaboration. So you want to put the word out there, So that's also, it's not just making the collaboration the video. It's also making sure that you put the word out and do the legwork, so to say, as well.
Execution is important. That's right, Chris. Exactly. It is so important. That's right. 100%.
You guys are robots. Lunatic Dad, yes. You guys are robots and a huge community supporter. We are grateful for love. Aw, you're so sweet. Yeah, I wish somebody could get you that pillow there.
I like that. Yes. Yeah, I know, because like I said, as a truck driver, I know what a night like that can be, and it's not something I would wish on my worst enemy, and especially not you, so I hope you're all right. Can you use tags in correct sentences too much in your description? Look at the algorithm. People don't realize that there was lots of stuff we did just a couple of years ago, even in web design, as far as marketing. The AI is very unforgiving now, folks. It does not put up with a lot of crap. The days of plastering it with just keywords that made no sense, like that were just there to be there with no justification, incoherent sentences just to get them all in there, they're done. You have to be so careful to not do any of that stuff, guys. Even like, be careful with like all the stuff. Things that used to fly, you could do no problem. Buying stuff, all that stuff. There is tight restrictions on them now. You cannot fool a computer. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. Nice to see you here.
And to add to the answer, I wouldn't put the full sentence. That's why you research them. And I have added the tag websites, our personal collection of tag websites that we're using into the description. Because sometimes even using word in plural or singular makes a difference into the ranking of the tag. You can definitely research that. You can compare them. For example, Google Trends web page lets you compare, I think, up to 8 keywords or tags to see how they are ranking and which one maybe is better to use. So no, don't put just a sentence. You can use the tag that you're used in the tag in a sentence in your description. Like make a normal flowing sentence, the same as you would have it when you would be talking. Include that tag in the sentence. Don't do the other way around, because first you research your tags and then you do the description, right? So yeah, it can matter. Sometimes you want to include like misspelled words. For example, for Friday, I was researching for ukulele, and there are 2 different versions of how to write ukulele. So obviously, when I had the extended hashtags or tags, I used both ways of writing it or both ways of spelling it, because you don't know, they were fairly similarly searched on YouTube. So I used both of them, If one would show us more you used, then I would use just that one.
Urban the Paid Tourist. Puša Studios, sorry I can't do a collaboration with your small channel. I'm too big now. We love you. Yeah, you're as awesome as I get. Another man out on the road tonight. Be safe, Irvin and Lunatic Dad, both of you guys. Anybody out on the road, I want you guys back for another day. So always, how it is as truck drivers. We're not driving for ourselves. We're driving for everybody else on the road. So please, please, please be safe, guys. Let's see here. I support you. Priscilla, how are you today? Oh, yeah, exactly. Just put in the link once again. I hope you guys. I love Tech Talk Tuesday. This is such a chill night, and I feel it's so productive. That's what I love about it. And everybody's giving advice to each other. I'm hoping you guys will walk out of here with some new information. You might collab with each other. All those great things. I took a week off because of my.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing.
Oh my God Almighty. Oh, Larry. Larry, actually, we got to get in touch soon. We got to find a way, I don't know, through Hangouts or whatever. Definitely want to talk to you about getting you on for one of our interviews. I'm hoping we can have you and the missus on, is what I was really hoping for. So, and we usually don't do them on the weekends, but I know your schedule, so we definitely would work something out for that. So hopefully we can get in touch soon. I know you don't do Twitter much, but we'll have to do it in Hangouts or something.
Would you ever suggest using tags that aren't relevant to the video just for the exposure and reach? No.
Never, ever. That's
spamming. It's against the YouTube guidelines and rules. So no. And what are you going to gain?
Yep.
People are just going to, even if they do click on your video and they realize it has nothing to do with the tags that they were searching for, they're first of all going to dislike it, they might report it, and they're not going to watch any of your other content. So really, you're not gaining anything.
You got to be in it for the long haul, guys. Really, A lot of things short term can really hurt your channel. Oh, lunatic dad, you don't have to.
Thank you so much, Lunatic Dad. We do appreciate that.
You should take that money and buy a pillow for
Yeah.
yourself. Don't worry about us. You are so kind, everybody in here, guys. Lunatic dad. If you haven't heard from, I don't know how it's possible. This guy's huge, but if you haven't, links in the description. One of our people's channels. Guys, we're proud to be associated with a bunch of channels. I believe they're not sub for sub. They're not all about just getting to meet people and growing your channel, but it is a really great byproduct of what they do. And there's lots of these ones that are in it for the long haul. And definitely check out Lunatic Dad. He has such an awesome live stream. And you know what? He has a really big heart towards this community, and that's what really wins my respect. A lot of people say it, but it's when you do it that it really shows, and he does. And that's what really earns my respect with him. So definitely check out Lunatic Dad, and thank you once again. You're way too kind, my friend. And Lulu Love You is back. Just love her to pieces all the way from Nova Scotia. Jumps right into it. I just love her.
Yes.
Cabson was saying today about her as a mod, like she's the ultimate mod. You know,
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you. I do appreciate that.
I'm Boomer. You rock, my friend. Great to see you here. Thank you so much. Great to have all you guys here. Ghost Mafia, I feel bad. I always feel like I've said hi to you, and then I wonder halfway through if I did. If I didn't, my deepest apologies. Always great to have you in here. I just appreciate you guys. And Puša Studios, you will always be a friend to. Well, that means a lot. And right back at you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
There's so much to be accomplished by all being together on the same page. I truly believe that, guys. You know, we all do our own thing, but I mean, people are meeting each other from everywhere and going back and forth and that. And I think we all are trying to go towards a really healthy community. Much more love. LOL. Hi, Lunatic Dad from Stacy Morgan. Oh, Stacy, you were so awesome. I love how you found your own on here, and I really love it. I've seen you since you started. I remember showing you out when you were just getting going. You know, we had met you through that, and you've really become your own. That's really awesome to see. And Stacy is doing something so. Guys, we've preached it time and time again. I know he says, "Oh, you don't have to shout me out all the time." But you really got to check him out. This wall he has with all these YouTubers onto it's inspiring. I love his spirit. Definitely got to check out Stacy Morgan. And Mr. Kaplan, what's going on? Always great to see you. Always love having you here. I'm naked in my tub writing this. Thanks, Lunatic Dad. That sounds awesome. Jeez.
Don't drop the phone.
Yeah, that's right.
Put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
A tip. If you want to have a phone in the bath, put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, you will not regret it.
Yeah.
Lisa B, have to go. Keep up. Great work. Have a great night. Thank you so much. And like I say, guys, tomorrow night we have Doug Tenapel. So I hope you guys are going to be able to come and catch him. Creator of one of the more iconic games of the 1990s, video games, Earthworm Jim, TV series, and all around really interesting guy with a ton to talk about. This is what we did last spring, guys, was we were trying to keep bringing people in that's not in the community to help broaden it, and it helps everybody. Everybody grows together. There you have people that come with them to see them. You guys get to meet them. That's how we grow. It makes it more diverse and more people to share, to grow with, to collab with, to be inspired by. These guys are serious artists. Like some of the work that these guys are doing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's some of them have been worked with Marvel Comics. If you're not familiar with the video game that he created, like Earthworm Jim, he also have been part of SpongeBob Christmas TV show edition. And Jurassic Park video game, lots of novels, books. He has been one of the best animators of the past decade, and even have received a Best Animator for Video Games award as well. So definitely looking forward to tomorrow's interview. That's going to be awesome.
I still can't get over that he had on Patricia Heaton. He had Patricia Heaton sitting in his living room, the mother from the wife from Everybody Loves Raymond. So this guy has definitely got some connections. So I think there's going to be lots to talk about. It's going to be very interesting. They have a whole community, so always good to branch out, guys. And do that too with your own channel. Like, it's great that we all get to meet each other, but sometimes that I met him. Here's how this worked. A recommended channel came up, a live stream. I watched at 2 o'clock in the morning. Found this whole neat group of these artists that call themselves Comic Gate, and underneath them met him. And you know, that's how it goes. Always trying to kind of expand it. So, thank you, Austin. Well, you guys are the ones who make it. Everybody who does live streams here, I'm sure would tell you the same thing. It's you guys that make the chat. We can sit here and talk to the walls for hours. We can have great live streams. Turn them on whenever we want. Talk to ourselves and turn them back off. It's you guys that make it what it is. So please know just how much we appreciate everything that you guys do. I'll say that time and time again till I'm blue in the face and then some, because it's true. I never want you guys to forget that. So thank you guys for everything that you guys do for us. Oh, thank you, Delphi. You hit the reminder. I appreciate that. No, I love that. Hope you guys would enjoy it. We keep trying to do it. We actually have some more names like that are going to be coming soon. We're actually talking to agents, so that's a big change from last year to be able to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point of it, is just to keep expanding and bringing new people in. And it's not just for us. They meet you guys. They go to you guys' channels back and forth and that.
Yeah, and we're going to announce it once we get the locked down date. Right now we're getting the date confirmed, and it's going to be really exciting once we can share the news with you guys.
I think they get the feeling already that we're busting at the seams.
Oh, well, yes, yeah, but you know, you can't share before it's official, so can't wait.
Say something. Slow-mo is on. Slow-mo would only apply... What does he mean, slow-mo? If you're talking about the chat slow-mo would only apply to people who don't have wrenches. Yeah. And as you see, that's kind of hard to find here.
Put it on the live chat. That might help a bit.
Oh, I hit it on top chat. Oh, that's why. Okay, I switched to Wago and came back. Oh, I hate that feature. Why does it not... There's a question. Why does YouTube do that? Why is it if you go to participants or anything like that, when you jump back, it automatically goes to top chat? Why doesn't it default go to live? That's what bugs me.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, some weird features.
Oh, Sunshine Cooper, right back at you. Well, thank you, Oz. I can't wait to see what's next for Puša Studios. Well, us too, you know. I showed this the other night. Some people didn't realize this. Let me just bring this up. A lot of people don't go back and look, and they don't realize. I mean, a lot has changed in a short amount of time. And not that we don't appreciate, it's just growing and keeping at it. And we didn't have a plan of ever doing a live stream. That was the last thing in the world we were going to do. We only did it as a one-time thing to celebrate, you know, when we were over 1K, kind of connect, because we were an anomaly here. Xavier and I both took turns answering texts and answering messages and stuff like that. But nobody knew if we were male, female, 100 or 1, because we were never in the front of the camera. But like 4 months ago, you know, we had 220 was a really, really big night. I can remember some of these nights, like how excited I was that we actually, a couple of them went over 300. I think Farmall might be one of the first ones that we did. I'm not sure, but it just keep at it. And the whole goal is the same. Everything we're telling you guys, we've done ourselves. As you can see, when you go back and see our first live streams, it was very basic, and we just kept adding and adding and learning and trying new things and watching what other people do and making our own. We've redone our thumbnails, I don't know how many times. Our tags, our descriptions. I mean, that's on 180 some videos. We're not just blowing smoke out of our ass. We really do practice what we preach. You'll notice at first we had, when we started the live stream, we were getting guests on. The reason why we brought guests was, well, we don't know what to say for 2 hours. Let's bring somebody else on that can talk. That was literally the reason. So then we're like, oh God, now we kind of got a live stream show. What do we call it? So I just went over and went for some of the bigger ones. I didn't follow live streams much. And I went over to Rogan's, and he does his all hashtag 001, 002, so on and so forth. So I was like, fine. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. So that's what I called it. But then we realized over time we wanted these to have a bit more staying power than a live stream. So that's when we created it and changed it over from that into to Tube Life with seasons instead of just the numbers and episodes. So that way, say somebody got into ThinkShare and then they're looking around for other stuff, they type in that this would come up. If it's called a live stream, most people tend not to go back and watch them. But since we did that, we're actually getting more traction on our older videos. Cody Wanner was an example of that. Once he shot up, people were looking, and some of them stumbled onto our video where we did the interview with him.
That's right.
So it's learning and it's trial and error, and it's also nothing's foolproof, but all you can do is arm yourself with as much information as you can, the right information. Don't do quick growth tactics, guys. Hashtags that aren't true, misleading thumbnail. There's good, I haven't used that analogy in a while. There's good and bad clickbait. And I always say it's like eggs. There's good and bad cholesterol. Good clickbait is, say you're, I don't know, a backpacking channel. And we almost lost it on the ridge. And you show a picture of the scary ridge. And if something like that happened, sell the hell out of it. That's not clickbait. That's not bad clickbait. That's good clickbait. You want people... When you go look at for an album or, oh my God, I'm dating myself now. I was even going to say books, but nobody reads. You're on Amazon looking for digital books. You're being drawn in by the thumbnail right away and the tagline onto it. It's, yes. I was almost, my life almost ended that night. You know, it draws people in. Oh my God, what happened? Is he all right? What? You want to do the same thing with your thumbnails. I know, Album A, you pack me. Oh, I know. Lord God, I feel like I'm from the 50s. So
A tape,
yes. 8-track tape, no less. We'll even go back further. But you want to do that. You want to draw people in. You want them to be, but don't put a chick on a bikini and guys drinking beer and all this stuff if that's not in it. It's going to ruin your channel. It is going to ruin, even if a bunch of people click onto it, they're going to be pissed off at you. They're going to hit the dislike button. They're not coming back. You got a channel that's doing so-so, then a big spike, and then back to so-so. Well, guess what? It doesn't stop at so-so. Most times it goes lower than that. Because then the algorithm's looking like, well, these guys just went a notch down, and they're going to pay for it. And you're going to come up less and less in searches. You're going to come up less and less to your followers. Same as buying subs and all that stuff and that. They all say, oh, they're all legitimate. They're not all legitimate. There are a few of them, yes. Very few. And guess what happens with most companies when they're losing money or they want to make more profit? They cut corners. So here's a big surprise. They lie to you. They say they have people checking, doing it manually, and they're not. They just went to a bot to save some cash. They don't care about your channel once it's done. They got the money from you. Grow the right way. Take your time. Put your effort into your work and just keep getting better and better. And I think you can actually, when you go back and look at our videos and go up, you'll start to see how that progression was working. There was a bigger upshift. And the funny part was it came after we did what every YouTuber is terrified of, is take time off. And we just, Xenia, I got to give her so much credit on tags. Like, she's become a tag genius. It's unbelievable.
Well, still learning though.
Yeah, but I mean, it has made such a difference, guys. On our shout-out channels, people are always saying, like, you know, how you doing it? And there's literally, if you watch, you're seeing that's the night we have the most new people come in because we're trending on 5 different tags, which means we're trending on 5 different searches on the first page in Google and YouTube.
Just FYI, just copy pasting our tags is not going to help anything, although you can get inspired by it.
Yeah.
The tags are they have to be according to your channel, right? When you research them. So you can try it, but it's not going to work the same way. I'm just saying, because don't mind you trying it, but it's best if you research the ones that work for you.
And it's a process, guys. Nothing will happen overnight. It's got to be for the long haul. And then some long hauls on this can be 2 weeks, and some of them can literally be 6-7 months, a year, 3-year plan. It is so important to have those. You need foresight on here. It's like driving. You know what happens if you stare right down the road in front of you, you're swerving all over the place. You got to be looking ahead and avoiding those kind of pitfalls, because they can really make you pay for a long time. You get blacklisted on YouTube, it's not a community strike. There's no notice comes out, no nothing. You're just going to notice that your views are plummeting. Nobody's coming to watch you because they're not seeing you because YouTube is just not pushing anymore. It just looks at your channel as a waste of time, and it goes right to the bottom, and you're on page 428 of the Google search. And once you're there, it can take months, years, and sometimes never to get it back. Some people have had to start whole new channels just because they buried theirs from doing practices like that. You've done all this hard work to get on here and build what you got. Shortcuts just don't pay off. They really don't. You got to really remember you can lose a lot by doing it. Who's your back? OD, how are you? My friend says, tell me your secrets, Xenia.
Well, that's what we're doing here. That's what I've been, I'm not hiding anything because that's exactly what I'm saying. Just because you do exactly what I'm doing is not going to be the exact result. You're going to apply to your own video and customize it to you. That's why we are transparent in what you're doing. Ask me questions. I did a little tutorial last week about how we do the hashtags. We share as our customized combination of tags. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say goodbye to lunatic dad if he's got hemorrhoids under the tub. I don't think it's a lot of time. So it says, okay, guys, out of the tub, if you are supporting me, leave a comment and say you came from Puša. Much love, everyone. Great advice and very true. Proofs in the pudding. There's a man who's grown that way. Thank you so much for coming, lunatic dad, and thank you so much for the super chat tonight. Very kind, very unnecessary, but thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, lunatic dad, was his bum. You could go roll back, and I was talking a little bit about the tags. Last week, I showed a little bit how I'm researching them. We also have our customized, I have a collection of websites that I'm using to research tags, and there are different. I usually use at least 3 to really, really research. If the video is different or a guest is completely different from what we usually have, it definitely takes a while to get to the keywords that I think might be ranking. And even then is not a guarantee. But our personal collection of tags and hashtag research website, you can check that out. I always suggest to start with a YouTube search bar because that's where you're going to see what people are searching for and then go from there. We can do a little tutorial someday on that. It's there's no secrets. Ask questions.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That's right, guys, because like Xenia said, it's individual to each channel, and you have to take all this stuff and then make it your own. You can use TubeBuddy and go over and copy definitely right away everybody's tags, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you. So that's why you have to take all this knowledge and then sort it out to what suits your channel's needs. And be prepared that when you do all this work, it's not going to be the next day. It's going right to the top. It takes time.
Give it time, definitely. Consistency and give patience and time. It's not going to roll over right away. It has to kind of click with it to take it with you. Like Green Bay Wacky stream the other week when the YouTube crashed. We already finished our stream, but he was just about to start his. So I just suggested him throw at him some of the tags that he could use to capitalize on that, and it worked.
Yeah, he got over 2,300.
Yeah.
He did really well.
I researched quickly of what I thought would work, and he added them, and it worked. So the main thing, people sometimes don't listen, and that's what frustrates me the most, because people do ask for help, and then I do suggest the tags, and they still don't use them, and ask what they can do with their channel. Well, if I am suggesting, I'm not suggesting to screw somebody up. I'm suggesting from the best of my heart. And if you use it, it might not guarantee you the success, but it's worth the chance, so to say. And for Green Bay, it worked. It really did.
One Death Studio has some point. I wonder why jumping from 200 to 300 takes so long. Might be because I have streamed way less and started making videos instead.
Yeah.
Drop views, but videos are more fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it needs to be more fun for you. And growth will come. And if you're not enjoying something that you're doing, you're not going to put the love into it that it needs to get people to just jump on the bandwagon. So, yes, with live streams, you can sometimes get more people. Yes, you tend to get more watch hours right away. But if your heart's not into it, why do it? You know, that's not why you came here. It's not. The hopes of getting to have millions of subscribers on here is pretty slim. It's not that it can't happen. It can. Every one of us has a good chance in here, as much as the next person. But you can't base your happiness on, well, when I get to do a collab with Casey Neistat, I'll finally say I'm happy to be here. Because you're going to be miserable. Everybody's going to see you're miserable. It's going to be miserable in your work. And nothing good is going to come out of it. And there is slumps every step of the way. Like I found, for instance, 1100 to 1400 was the worst. I also found 15 to 1800. I'm finding from 3800 to 4000 is 3800 to 4000 is driving me to the point of insanity. I'm literally, if I hadn't lost the subs I lost in the last couple of weeks, I would have been way past 4,000 already. So everybody's going through this at different intervals. So don't feel left out or it's just happening to you. It really is a mass thing on here, and it's just one of those things. You can't let it get you too down. You just got to keep running with it. I could just copy Puša, but I don't look like a rock star in sunglasses the way Andrew does. LOL. Oh my God, I'm the I'm the rock star that just kind of gave up and became a roadie, I think. Thank you. Nero, you can do all the right things on your video and still don't succeed. Well, no, I don't, but I know what you mean, but it doesn't mean I know what you're getting at. But I don't succeed. You can still succeed. If you're happy in what you're doing. And there's no guarantees into it for sure. And guys, be ready, because in 3 to 6 months, you'll probably be here saying, well, I remember when you told me 3 to 6 months ago to do such and such, and it's not helping, and they're saying to do something else. That happens all the time. That's that algorithm thing. I guarantee you, in 3 to 6 months, God willing, we're still on, we will be saying something probably completely different in 1 or 2 areas.
Well, we were saying, like
Yes.
in our beginning of our Tuesday Tech Talk, when we were talking about titles, we were saying that you should put the channel name at the beginning of your title, because that's what the requirement, that was suggestion was, and we did on ours.
Yep.
And then it changed all the way to the completely the other side, and now your channel name should be at the end of your title. So we had to rename all of our videos to fit this new guideline, right? So yes, you're gonna kind of be up to date with what is changing. It's changing all the time. There was a question about how often you should change the things on your older videos. Well, usually they say that give a breather of around 22, 28 days once you post it, because that's where it goes the full circle, so to say, and it will show the best average of what you can get on it. It's not like it used to be the first 24 hour counts the most. No, it's like they have that window of 22, 28 days. But I would say that if you post a video and you see it's not going anywhere, it has just a couple of views, or it really is worse than it usually is, I would go and change it right away and not wait those days, because you can see almost right away if it's flopping or not. And if it is, I would go and change the tags at least, or something is not working. The older videos, sometimes just changing, as Andrew was saying, just changing a thumbnail, it revamps it right away, because the thumbnail is, so important. So if you want to get your older videos, you could just go and change it. If the video works, it does rank it. If the views keep coming even after you posted it, don't touch it. Like don't rock something, the boat that is swimming, or whatever the sentence is. If it works, don't touch it. If it doesn't, then go in and change it.
Check it. Oh yeah, sorry, that was Neuro Trigger. I know I'm doing bad on YouTube, but I can admit that. But at least I'm doing what I love. Well, first of all, it's important to do what you love. You're 100% right. 100% right. You got to enjoy what you're doing here. It's like I say, the chances, guys, of most of us making like a full-time career out of it. And I'm not trying to be a downer here, just being realistic. Maybe aim for making a couple extra bucks to buy something at the end of the year if you want to start. Maybe then shoot for, this could be a nice little sideline for what I do. There's different levels. You don't need to shoot for the top. Most people play music. I always use that analogy. And just because you went to LA in the 80s didn't mean you were going to end up being on MTV. There's no guarantees in life. Just make sure though, it's good to mingle and get to know people, but it's also good. You got to keep working on your own content as well, and make sure you keep that balance of getting out there, meeting new people that you can come back and see what you do, but also not neglecting your channel. And that's very easy to happen. You spend so much time doing the social thing that your channel starts to drop, or vice versa. It's a lot about balance. Cardosa says, I lost 7 subs in the last hour. Yeah, welcome. Like I say, guys, I'm frozen around 38.43.
Yeah, we do. We all go through that. That's all happens to everybody. Yeah, I also wanted just to add to what I was just saying, because yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's right. But also remember that your tags are on a floating roll scale, so to say. Every day they're ranking somewhere else, right? It's not set, because every day people are adding your videos. So if after a while there's another tag that might fit you better, add it. Or if it doesn't work for you, remove it. It's ongoing process, especially if it's an evergreen content, meaning that anybody can be looking for the subject that you are taking the video about, making a video about at any time of the year. Look what is trending. If you can apply to your current videos, don't just freeze it. Your content is your library, and you can update it according to what is popular at the time.
Oh, there, Rick. I finally got a chance to say hi to you. Hi, Rick. How you doing? Nice to see you in here.
If someone subs to you, you get the notification. Does that mean the person who subbed turned on notification? No, that means that their subs are public.
Yeah.
Because you can privatize them or make them public.
Most people don't make them public. It's very, I'd say probably 1 in every 20. I think a lot of people do up until they hit about 100, and then they kind of... Is Yankee Outdoors here?
Yes, I said
Yankee.
hi already. Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yankee, what's going on, my friend? Yeah, Rick, sorry about that. I was trying to get to you when I was going down the list, so I hope you guys are doing well. Nice to have you here. And Yankee is on our list of people's channel guys listed in the description below. Definitely check out Yankee. He is, well, awesome times 10 million and a half. And it's amazing. Like I was telling more people about him, and they're coming back and they're like, this guy is awesome.
Yes.
He is such a good person. So always great to have you here, my friend. Do we have other questions on? I was cutting up.
There's one question. How do you guys promote your videos? What's been your best luck? Well, besides what we have been talking already, Facebook is one thing. Facebook is really hard. What we do with ours, I do post sometimes our videos in groups. Like Facebook groups are really great way of doing it, and not just YouTuber groups, like promote your video groups on YouTube. There's tons of them there, but also your niche group. So let's say if you do have fishing channel, where there are tons of groups about fishing that actually do fishing. So they might want to know what you're doing with your fishing in your videos. So that's a great way to connect, So find on Facebook people that are doing similar things that you are. Connect with them so you can share with them. Communities. So wherever you can find communities, whatever it is based, social media or website, whatever you can find with regards to what your videos are about is the best way to do it. We do Twitter. I don't overflow to Twitter with posts of our videos, because to me it is spamming. Like having every hour of, we're coming on at 7 p.m. Eastern. To me, it feels like I'm spamming people.
It defeats the purpose after a while.
Yeah. And although the Twitter is rolling ticker, so to say, you only see basically what is in the last 30 minutes, tweeted. I don't do that. Maybe twice, and then I retweet somebody else's tweet about it or a picture related to it, but don't tweet it all the time, because you can also bury your tweets in Twitter as well. If you post too much stuff, it also doesn't get seen too much. So Twitter, Instagram stories sometimes depends where your audience is going. Know your audience, know your analytics, know your audience. And depending on that, you can see where they're going more, what are they looking for, and go to the same places.
I had a bit of a laugh because I always use the analogy with analytics like a map, and I thought of Rick when he was telling us when he ended up in Canada going to look for a Walmart. And I always love that story. And Your analytics is your roadmap, guys. You need to treat it like a GPS. It is steering you where you got to be. It is so crucial to pay attention to it, because you will see if you're veering away from your demographic. I always use the example when we started live streams. It was the most bizarre thing ever. To this day, we haven't quite figured it out.
I have.
Did you?
Well, yeah, they didn't like me.
Oh, stop with that craziness. We had a demographic of 70-30, meaning 70% men, 30 women, which is the exact demographic of men to women on YouTube in general. We started live streams, and that number plummeted, like literally plummeted. At one point, we had 95 men, 5% women. And that was so bewildering, because we figured for live streams, more engagement, more talking, we thought actually the female viewership would go up. And it took us, what, 3 months?
Yeah.
About 3 months to be able to get that back.
Almost the whole summer, yeah.
Yep, to get that back. Now we're back in that area roughly.
Yeah.
And so we seen there was a problem. We started kind of gearing the way we were doing our content a little bit more. But it was hard in that one because we weren't quite sure why that was happening. But once again, if you're a gamer and you notice your biggest demographic is 55 to 70, it's time to look at your channel and see what you're doing and why you're attracting that demographic. If you want that demographic, perfect. You're right in the sweet spot. But usually with gaming, you tend to go more in the 18 to 25 zone. We're kind of right in the middle range, and that's where we wanted to be. But we do watch it, and we'll see if it's viewing some. We'll also see which countries are viewing our content, and make sure that we're on the right path for it. Sometimes by certain countries, you can tell if you're getting more spam and more stuff like that. So if you're heavily swaying to some of those areas. Now, they're bad countries, but there is some of them that tend more to go that way. So it is really, 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 really important to spend time with your analytics. You don't have to obsess over them. I do. That's my thing. But not everybody does. Chuck at FPV says, but why would you hide your subs? Is there an advantage? No, there is not. It's a really bad thing to do. Some people do if they've been really targeted by a lot of trolls and stuff like that. Especially, too, that's why some of them hide their likes and dislikes for that reason. But in general, it is a bad practice. Now, showing who you're subscribed to, I don't really recommend a whole pile for a couple of reasons. One of them is some can be really insistent if you don't have them on, and the content might not be for you. And guys, as a side note, it's great to check out channels. We promote that big time, but we always say if 2 or 3 videos down the road, that channel is not for you, you might as well cut them free, because ratio is everything here. And you can have 10,000 subs, but if you're only getting 100 views, you'd be better off with 200 subs and getting 100 views. So if you do that, though, with some of them, they'll be back time and time again. Why are you not subbed to me? Why are you not subbed to me? I'm subbed to you and all that. And for us, the main reason we never did it is we have a business, and maybe we subscribe to something that a customer or a potential customer might find objectable. So that was another way to make sure that we don't have any of those problems. So there's many reasons that we don't show our who we're subscribed to, but likes and subscriber amounts, like your subscriber count, I think is really important to show.
There was a question. One the studio said, I enlisted a bunch of streams and I lost all the views I gained on them. Why does that happen?
Sorry, I was reading. I shouldn't have did that. Can you repeat?
I unlisted a bunch of streams and I lost all the views I gained on them. Why does that happen?
Well, there is a misconception sometimes that people think they can keep them all by unlisting them. They can still have all. You can have the benefits without showing the cost, and that goes with that as well. If you unlisted it, you've basically wiped out the history for it for the time being. You bring it back, it's one thing, but
you shouldn't delete all the views.
No.
Though. If you privatize it, then it does.
Yeah, but I'm hearing that more and more with unlisted. I'm hearing that.
Yeah, it's random. It's not as a rule, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to keep the views, keep them public. You know.
I don't understand why you would unlist something. Unless either you want to get rid of it or you don't, in my opinion. There's very few options where I'd ever think that unlisted would be really important. The only time is, and I didn't do it today, And I should have, was the video I did this afternoon, because it was an impromptu one, and I should have unlisted it for a day or two to keep letting things circulate and then brought it back. And the reason why is because then it could put a damper on tonight's video. Because usually you don't want to upload anything or do live streams more than once every 24 hours because they cancel each other out. But also, too, the AI might not like it if you're putting out 2 in one day and think that you're getting a bit close to spamming.
Especially if you're small, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Same as people try to do like 5, 6 live streams a day, and it's awful for the algorithm. It does not like it. It starts to see you as spam.
Yeah.
It's really, really a bad practice. So
the best way to shadow your channel is to do 5 live streams a day. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always say, guys, look at the big guys. Go to them and see what they're doing, because they're the ones that can afford to have all the case studies done stuff. I bring up Linus Tech Tips a lot. They will never, ever, under any circumstance, that they've said this publicly, ever put in another video within 24 hours. They won't do it. The only time they do it is when they're at a trade show because they're sponsored by Intel or somebody. They're flipping the bill, so they don't really care if a couple get canceled out. But secondly, and this is so important, there's another one of these examples where you got to remember, these guys have 7 million viewers almost. They can afford to have a little dip in the road and still get by, just on their power of their size. We don't have that. What could maybe give them a little little bump in the road for a day could hit us for weeks. So you really do not want to play around and stuff like that. Brockdex, how are you, buddy, by the way, all the way up there in Alaska? I'm excited about the new partner, the premiere feature on YouTube. I think it will help massively for folks if you... Definitely. I was just saying that today. I was reviewing some of my videos with people here on an impromptu one. Not as premiere, it just worked out. And I can see the benefits into it in droves. I already thought there was. But like, I'm completely sold after doing that today. That's going to be awesome.
I just wanted to add about posting a lot of videos in one day. The only exception is when you post, and Cody Weiner did an experiment on that. He posted 3 videos back to back, but the videos were connected. Mm-hmm. So it's basically one video cut in 3 parts, and, you know, part A, part B, part C. So when you watch part A, you want to watch the rest of them, and the other way around. So that's a bit different strategy. You know, it's not just random live streams or random videos. They were connected. It literally would be cutting your video into 3 pieces, and then it works. There's a question about how often do you suggest to post. Depends on your audience. Stick with the schedule. It doesn't really matter if you do it 7 times a day or 1 time a week. Stick to your schedule. Depending on your analytics, choose a time and the day of the week that works the best for your audience, and keep it up so AI knows when to come back to you, right? It's like a TV programming. It wants to know that people will know that at that time you're going to be on, or at that time you're going to be releasing the video. That's why scheduling option is really useful.
It's rewarding you for doing that. And just remember, if you do go with the scheduled option, do not, once again, put yourself in something you can't keep up. If you can only do 2 videos a week, don't try to put up 7. It's not going to help you because you're going to be missing them all the time, and it's actually going to be detrimental. So take 2 a week to start. Say I'm going to do on Mondays and Fridays, 7 p.m. My videos are coming out, and work with them. And the other ones can be like a bonus. And once you get going, you're like, yeah, I'm maintaining this, and I've been good the last couple of weeks. Throw another one in. So now I'm doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and just keep going slowly with that. Don't put yourself. You're better off to have 2 videos a week that come out at the exact same time every time, than 7 videos that are all over the place and you're constantly missing your schedule. It will reward you more for it. So, and then build up slowly when you feel comfortable with it. Rome wasn't built in a day. And remember, guys, once again, with big YouTubers, they're doing this full time. They have all the time in the world to do these things. And it's not easy on them either. So there's lots of things about burnout and stuff like that they suffer. So, you know, proceed with caution. Joran, what's going on? Good morning, my friend. How are you today? And 2 Family Homestead is back. Welcome back. Nice to see you guys. Hope you guys had a great stream. Always nice to have each and every one of you guys in here. Guys, if I had posted, if you haven't hit that like button, if you can, please do that. Really, really does help us out a lot. We have about another 25 minutes to go. And don't go anywhere, because as always, we're going to pick a live stream, and it's voluntary, of course, but it'd be nice to head over and show another channel some love, hang out for a few minutes, and maybe even get to meet some new and interesting people, growing, networking, guys. That's what it's all about. I love when you join us for your breakfast, Yorin. Always love it. Sergeant Slaughters, how are you doing? I'm glad you're having a great evening. It's always great having you in here. They have staff to help them. That's right, April. 100%. They do.
And there was a question where to find the demographics. Well, you just go to analytics of your channel in the Creator Studio, and you can find it right there. Actually, if you're using the YouTube beta, which is going to be default, starting from 2019, so you might as well start using it now. It's actually even better. It's more visible. It's better to understand. So you just press on analytics, and there are numerous ways of what to see and how to see. And, if you don't know when to post your videos, this is how you get to know it, is by looking at your analytics. When do people come more? What days? What times? You check it through. You look it through. You don't just randomly put the finger in the sky and put your video out there. You go through your analytics, yeah.
I just pictured that.
Well,
out to feel with the finger.
You can randomly hit the spot, but you're better off check. Like, there's a reason why we started at 7 p.m. this season and not 8 like we did last year. Last year we did Monday to Saturday. This year we're doing Sunday to Friday. There are reasons for it. It's not just randomly, well, let's do this, okay? We do the research and do things accordingly, right? Things change.
Thank you, John. B-Town Paranormal, by the way. I hope you're enjoying your time. It's nice to have you here. Chet and CM, please stop doing that. Please. Hi. And that's good. Thank you very much. It's great having you here. Budget of Georgia Survival. Puša Studios. Amnesia and Andrew, we got you. How do you like your eggs?
He didn't read that.
I see
Panic D videos. Mom just woke up from our nap. Missed so much of the show. Well, we mentioned you in the collab with the Clue too, but people were asking about how to collab with other YouTubers. So you didn't miss anything.
That's right.
You're right on time.
We had a great chat about you, so you used you as an example.
Definitely. We'll also just reminding you guys, we are going to be picking a person from the chat and doing banner or a thumbnail, a really quick one on Canva, just in a couple of minutes as well, as promised.
John T. Cash, thank you one and all for all your support. It's a very emotional day as I started my chemo today.
Aww.
Well, if this gives you a few moments to take your mind off of it, it's not much help, it's not much consolation, but I hope it at least gives you that. And thoughts and prayers with you, and I'm sure you're going to just fly through this. You are strong, and our hearts are with you, my friend. And I hope I've loved having you in here. I hope it gives you some time. It's not a miracle fix, but at least if it's some time that it's a little off your mind, then I'm always very happy to see you in here.
Sending our thoughts and strengths to you.
Yes, you'll nick this in the butt. You'll pass it through with it with flying colors. So just hang in there, be strong, and we're all thinking of you. You're very welcome. You do not need to thank us for that ever. Never. Budget outdoors with the eggs in the frying pan. There. Now he's got us thinking about eggs. Yeah, Xenia's going to be busy cooking when this live stream is over.
John T. Cash, if you want to support John T. Cash.
That's it, guys. Keep the kind words going. That's awesome.
Let's put some hearts in there. I know it's not going to help you practically, but maybe your morale today.
Yeah.
We hope so.
And we're honored that you're here with us, so to spend some time with us, and I hope you're having a good night with it. So this is a community, guys. Thank you so much, Lulu. Yeah, guys, show some love for them. Little things go a long way. I always say that to you guys. We always treat people. They're not avatars. They are human beings in here. And I know you guys do that. You guys are the cream of the crop for that. So I have no worries that you'll make him feel as amazing as possible. I am for 10 a.m. Pacific time. When I'm a little late, I miss the you people until... Yeah, I get you, April. Yeah. That's part of the reason why it's nice that we can get on and at least have a bit of time with them before they go to bed. I mean, so many people are such troopers here. It amazes me how they'll stay up with us. It's a late night for them. Yeah, that's right, Stacy. Stay positive and stay strong. That's right. You got this, buddy. You got this. Mizzy Derodi, I hope I pronounced that properly. I'm sure I didn't. I mess all these up. I love the peace and love in this house. Well, it's so important to take these moments like this. I don't want my channel to be a cold place, and I don't want to hang around with cold people, as I wouldn't want to do it in real life. I especially wouldn't want to do it here. This is the enjoyment part of the day. This is where things slow down. We all have real lives, lots of things going on, and I wouldn't want that. It's so important to take these moments, and just being good to each other is the most important message. If you can take, we give lots of tech tips, we give all these things, but if you can take out the one message from here, if there was only one, is to treat everybody on YouTube as real human beings, then I consider this an absolute success in every sense of the word. And I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. I will walk away from YouTube never making another video or a live stream and feel like a great success, because that is so important to remember here. When you treat every avatar as a human being, you don't say stuff to them that you wouldn't say to them in real life. It keeps things so civil and so much kinder, and everybody's good to each other, and it's growing together, and it gets rid of so many of the problems that I see happening on the platform just by that one simple thing. I see Hike with Mike. I know it's a human there. A Half-Blood Pixie. Yes, it's not their real names, but it's real people behind it. So, you know.
Icepike is saying that he's a cancer survivor himself and got this. You got this chemo is crap, but with much love, you will be okay, mate.
Nice.
It's great to have community with support.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can get some peace in that.
Diana SF, excuse me. Thank you so much for coming. It is just always great to have you in here. Hope you can make it with us tomorrow night. I think it's safe to say, not nervous about tomorrow night, but I'm just hoping it goes well. Anxious, yeah. So I hope we have as many people as possible, because I think there's going to be a lot of new people coming in with him. He has live streams that go in the hundreds. So I'm hoping a lot of you guys can make it here and bring friends, and tomorrow night we could break our record. What's happening tomorrow is our guest is, I'd say, not channel-wise, because he didn't bother with his channel for a long time, but our most predominant guest. Would that be fair to say?
It's a person that is most known outside of YouTube. Being a YouTuber is not his main thing. He has a YouTube channel, but he has built a career as a successful animator all throughout the decades. One of the most successful animators out there. He just happens to have a YouTube channel too.
That's a good way of putting it. No, that's right. That's very well said. So yeah, no, he's going to be joining us tomorrow night. The link's in the description, of course. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys can come over and join us tomorrow night. It's going to be a really great talk. I was showing them today. Let me just see if I can find that video very, very quickly. You know how it is when you go to look for... Oh, there it is. Like, for instance, that's him in his living room with Patricia Heaton, the mother from Everybody Loves Raymond. So yeah, he definitely has some interesting people that he hangs around with. So yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of. He's created one of the famous video games of the 1990s, Earthworm Jim. So I think there'll be lots to talk about, and it's exciting. We're trying to branch out more and bring in more people that aren't in the community that we know, and grow it. And I think we should all be trying to do that. Is just branch out and get like all different sizes, and it works for everybody. Gets to meet new people from it, and yeah, it's. I hope I make it earlier this time. Oh, Half-Blood Pixie, I understand completely.
Oh, it's so early.
Yes,
honey.
exactly. We understand.
Regards to notifications, they don't always work. The best way to know if and when we're on is to follow us on Twitter at Puša Studios. But even more important, we're here every day from Sunday to Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, except for Thursday when we are on at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you see the time and you think about us, we're on.
Here, have a thank you, Stacy. You take care, my friend, and be well. It's always great to have you here. Strung Out Outdoors says, I remember Earthworm Jim. Yeah. He also did Veggie Tales, Christmas one, Ren and Stimpy. There's a bunch of them.
Yes, TCR, that's right. When you go live on mobile, you can't put tags in, but when you finish it, you upload, edit, and add tags. Yes,
yep,
that's right.
That's right.
Earthworm Jim is the bomb. I would still plant if I had it. Awesome.
Well, they brought it back, eh? Hey, Gator the Legend's
Gator
in here.
the Legend, yay!
Yes.
Our guest for next Friday,
That's
November
right.
2nd, Gator the Legend is going to be our guest, so be ready, guys.
Another big guest and a long overdue guest.
Up close and personal.
I'm looking so forward to that. Oh, Parked America, welcome. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Yes, so we hope so too. We're really looking forward to that. Instead, a little bit anxious, but we hope you guys are excited for that as well.
Parked America.
Gator the Legend, I'm super excited. Yes, it's been a long time coming, my
Yes.
friend. We are very excited to see you. Not this Friday, next Friday, November 2nd, guys. Definitely next week are going to be links coming up as well, so you'll be able to set the reminder. We're going to try to do it more and more and set up the links ahead of time so you can put the reminders for yourself to get notified.
Thank you so much, Lulu. Exactly. Thank you. You are so amazing. My God. We all got to climb together to find a way to pay her like the money she deserves, like all of us together. She makes so many channels spin. Let's see here. Take a look at some selfies.
Sure.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to do that thumbnail that I've been promising people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
and
sorry.
while am I doing that, you can do the selfies. Maybe that's the best way because we only have like 12 minutes left, and I don't know if I'm able to do it so fast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Otherwise, we promised. Otherwise, I would have never said anything.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. No, last Tuesday, it got cut short because of YouTube worldwide outage, and this year.
Well, how do I do selfies while you're doing this? It's only one on the computer, so there you go. You're up. There you go.
Well, maybe. Oh, okay. Yes, we can't.
No, I know. That's
okay. What are the suggestions then?
No, there you go. You're going to Canva?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we need to choose somebody. Can we do that somehow? We don't have a wheel. Oh, he's not looking at me.
I thought you were just going to pick someone. I don't know. This is your show.
Okay. So I'm trying to do a quick a banner because people were asking about how to do that. A banner or a thumbnail for you, like in 5 minutes or so, that you can possibly use it afterwards if you want to. If not, that's okay too. So we're gonna just pick one person, and I will do a real quickie, spin the wheel for the thumbnail. I don't know if you can do that or not.
No, I'm not set up for it. I don't have it up, so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say the fifth person that is gonna put letters PS. PS. For Puša Studios.
It's nice. It works.
Okay,
Yeah.
fifth person. And are we sharing the chat?
No.
Can you share the chat?
Oh my God. Oh, women, folks, women. Now, what do we got going on here? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See?
Well, couldn't have been to a more
Yes,
deserving
exactly.
person. Actually, I'll put you back on. There you
So, you see, the karma goes back really
go. That's
well.
right.
Okay, in order to do that, we will open as a... Can we do that?
Well, you just did it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lulu love you with her amazing, amazing animals. Okay. And we'll go into Canva. Guys, this is the time for you to do a selfie
No. Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
And I open the new window.
Mm-hmm. Pardon me. Make them work for it. Sean says, that must be Marianne. It's got to be Marianne who wrote that.
I don't know. Sean is the one that does everything on his channel, so.
I'm trying to go the benefit of the doubt. I know I think it's Sean too, but. Somebody said that wasn't the fifth person, no.
Well, you're gonna share it. That's why we shared it, the same as we do it on a
Yeah.
social on shout out nights, because it does show it differently for you than it does for us.
Even like I say, guys, Xenia on the laptop right beside me, and mine do differ almost all the time. That's just internet lag. It is Marianne tonight.
Bingo.
There you go. I know that whole we got to stick together thing. I could tell right away she jumped in.
Okay, so I just went and clicked on the banner template that is freely available on Canvas. You can just go and click it. It's already sized for your liking. And there's tons of thumbnails here. Thumbnails,
They
tons
can't
of
see all the
banners.
way to the bottom, though. Can I see it for a second? I'll just make sure that they can see where they can see to. Yeah, here. Guys, this won't look so attractive, but I'm just going to, for visual sake, bring down the window a little bit. You'll see some black screen, but it's just better so you can have a good view. There, that should show most of it. That'll be good. And then here, hold Alt.
Where's Alt? There?
Good?
Well, I need more.
Of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Perfect.
Okay. And the top's okay?
Yep.
All right. Oh, I'll lock it for you so you don't have trouble. There, guys, a little janky, but at least you'll be able to see everything.
Okay, so now I can go on this one here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just do what you're doing.
Okay, so we're just choose one that is free and freely available. And here we can customize it really, really fast. And do...
You have a great night. I picked my butt.
Did I spell it right? No.
No. At the top. It's the same dash as the first one.
Okay. Lulu love you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this?
Yep.
Okay. And we can just make it a little bit smaller. And we can always share for pictures. What is that building that puts the light out to the sea?
Lighthouse?
Yeah. I give these clues like that all the time for Andrew, by the way. And there are numerous photos that are for free. You can always use them.
Lulu was asking, does anybody know how to make an animated banner?
It's possible. But do you want it? It makes the load timing so much
Yeah.
harder for people that are watching it. There. I'm kind of go by the influence what she already had. Okay. And we have there you go. Well, we'll use that instead. See? That's even better. And you can make them a bit bigger if you want them bigger. And there you go.
Hey there. High Velocity Savage, how you doing? Good to see you here. Oh, Lulu wrote, aw, she wasn't. The website we're using, Silver Shadows, is called Canva. Oh, you're getting lots of adorables. Yeah, so canva.com. CANVA.com. And it's great for thumbnails. I seen, I forget who it was, Mark, that they prefer using photo. I use Photoshop. Xenia works with Photoshop as well. But for these, for especially for Twitter and stuff like that, she's almost always using Canva. It's great on the fly. That's the nice thing about it. And if somebody doesn't have Photoshop and stuff like that, it really it gives a lot of options. Very easy to use. Very customizable for what you work with.
So I would use it like this, and then if you have a schedule that you're posting at, then I would definitely put it up here. Do you have a schedule? Just quick question for you. I know you're not posting as much anymore as you used to.
Undead Otter, what's going on? Nice to see you here. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Always great to have you. Hope you're having a good day. She said no. Okay.
Well, then we would just leave it like that for now. And there you go. Very simple. It's very adherable to what your channel is about. I know you put Nova Scotian, but your channel is mostly about your critters. So that's definitely something that you should be including in your banner as well. There you go. And then we just go and download it here. You can download as PNG or JPEG. It doesn't matter at this point. You just download it. It's already in the resolution and the size that you need for your banner, and you just upload it directly to YouTube, and it fits perfectly. I'm going to send it back to you on Twitter. This was just a quick tutorial or quick example of how to quickly change or make your banner. Obviously, you can make it more fancier and take a little bit more time, but it can be done in less than 10 minutes. And there is no reason why you shouldn't be doing custom banners to your channel.
Thumbnails as well.
Thumbnails as well. You can do thumbnails and banners and social media and anything you like there. This was the banner.
Yep, and you can earn points, guys, especially for thumbnails and that. That's what YouTube wants. They want custom thumbnails, even though right now they're not uploading them very well.
Yeah,
it's still good to be on their good side because that will change. That's just a temporary glitch. There we go. Oh, sorry, I should have went back to it. So yeah, there you go, guys. That was really fast.
Yeah,
That
well,
was
it's
the first-
very simple.
Yep.
You know, it's very simple. Obviously, you can do some other things to it as well, but you know, at least something. If people say, "Well, I don't know what to put there. I don't have anything there," or they put like something, a picture that is completely, you know, unrelated, then it's very easy, very fast to do. And you can use anything. This was just example with Canva, which I think is a very easy way of doing it.
Well, it's just about that time. We ended off right on the marker. That was really fast. I didn't think you were going to pull it off so quickly. There you go, guys. Remember, guys, if you haven't set a reminder, creator of Earthworm Jim, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. I'm hoping to have as many of you guys as possible. I think there'll be a lot. But first, before we leave, oh my God, I almost forgot. We're going to take a quick look at selfies, guys. Quick look at selfies. We got to because you guys took the time to upload them. Sorry about that. In the meantime, Xeni will also look for a live stream for us to go and join. And spread that love around. Keep the love going. That's what it's all about. Spreading that love. There's us, guys. I never see these things till I'm here. We're just chill. That works. Why not? Then we have I Pick My Butt with his famous Puša Studio meatballs. He's such a... Oh my God. What do you say about a guy like this? He's so awesome. Then we have Gene Bear. There is, wow, Pokemon pajamas, I'm guessing. Are they pajamas? Are they a Halloween costume? Are they both? I don't know.
Beep, beep, Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu, that's right. Showing my age now.
Albums, tapes.
Wounded Moose had tweeted us out. Thank you. Was Wounded Moose hanging around?
Thank you. We're definitely going to have to go and check his new video about Green Bay Wackies panel.
Yes, most
The
definitely.
comedy video, so definitely going there after.
We love Puša Studios to pieces. Oh.
Yes, I know. She wants us to put it on a shirt. That's why. And Trish knows what she's talking about.
Yes.
They've been really good with their merch. So
That's right. That's right. All in their boss.
thank you.
Thank you guys so much. That's really cool. They're such an awesome couple. We had so much fun with them. Who's your back? What's going on, my friend? Always love having you in here. Always look forward to your selfies. Thank you so, so much. We're so honored to be surrounded by such amazing people. Strung Out Outdoors, I think, first time for a selfie.
I think so.
I believe. Well, isn't that awesome? Look how awesome that is. And you see, guys, got his site in there. And like we say, if you have merch, anytime we do these, which we do every live stream, it's a great place to show everything off. I love that. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for everything tonight. You guys are, well, I mean, awesome doesn't even begin to describe you. So thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us. It's been such a nice, relaxing, chill night. So much fun. Can I edit my videos and pictures on the website too? No, right?
You can.
Video?
Yeah. Well, you can a little bit.
Yeah.
Pictures definitely. Videos is just if you embed them into there.
That's what I mean. Not, but I think they mean like for being able to put them up on YouTube after.
No, like
Yeah.
video editor. No.
Yeah. So.
But you can. There is a photo editing option though.
And guys, we'll be back. So I hope you guys can join us tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I say, it'll be a lot of people in, a lot of new people. If you go to our homepage right now, honey, can you give the link one more time? You guys can set a reminder for tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We have the creator of the famous comic strip, video game, and TV series Earthworm Jim will be with us. Doug Tennepool. It's going to be a really great night, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people coming from his stream, so it'll be a great chance for you guys to meet all kinds of new people. Thank you so much for your time tonight. You really are awesome.
Also,
enjoy.
Thursday at 1 o'clock, we're going to have a shout-out game night at 1 p.m. Eastern, a European edition.
That's right. We got the reminders out for them as well. That's out. And our amazing guest for Friday.
Dawn and her uke is going to be playing and singing and talking all about her musician career outside of YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So that's on Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, so guys, it's going to be an amazing night. Reminder up there for Earthworm gym creator Doug Tennepool will be with us tomorrow night. While you're on the site, just go to our homepage and you also see the reminders. You can set them if you want to for our channel shoutout night, which is afternoon for us, evening for our European followers, and also for Donna Yuko will be with us Friday. There's lots of great things coming, guys. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys who are making this channel what it is. You really are the cream of the crop. Hun, do we have somebody recommended?
Yes, we do have a link
There you go.
that I'm going to be posting right now in the chat if you can just jump over. It's, I would say for most of you guys, it's probably a newer community to hang out. So it's always good to go and see new faces. The person has been in our live streams a lot before, so it's one of our watchers, as we always say, can be you.
Nice choice. Bain, definitely, guys. Great channel. Lots of great people in there. So yeah, definitely, if you want, that's a great place to come over with us. Please use the hashtag #Frompusawithlove and fire away once you're in there and get to know everybody. We'll leave the live stream run for another 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to be off. But tomorrow night, guys, big night. Creator of Earthworm Jim is going to be on here. Lots of great stories and going to be lots of great people. So, Patty, nice to see you. We're just on our way up, but thank you so much. And guys, on your way out, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. That really helps the channel a lot. We are 3 away from 150, guys. 3 likes away from 150. So if you haven't hit that like button, that would be much appreciated.
And thank you, Budget Outdoors. My goodness, you're so sweet. Your content is what matters the most. Thank you. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
That really meant a lot. That was nice. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. We'll leave it on for another few minutes, and then, but please, if you can, join us over there at Bain, and we'll have some fun together. Take care, guys. Cheers to keep creating. Bye now.